Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to My Taste in Music Sucks, the podcast where myself and Christopher Icon talk about some music that you may not have heard because it's either underground or overlooked or a little bit of both. And also talk about our love for music and history and whatever else comes to our mind. So, how you doing this
Right.
week, Mr. Icon?
I'm doing all right. Right off the bat, I just kind of wanted to address something
Yeah.
that someone brought up when I mentioned having a music podcast. They said, "Oh, great, another critic." And I stopped and you saw me post this in the
Yeah.
promos we're putting out. We're not here to criticize nobody. We're here
Nope.
to celebrate and share music. With
Yeah.
that being said, tell them what you got for us.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, I just want to comment on that a little bit too. Like, this is not Siskel and Ebert. We're not giving thumbs down.
No.
We're trying to bring attention to music that we dig that you
Hmm.
guys might not have got a chance to listen to.
Right.
Yeah, that's not the point of this at all. So,
Nope.
so yeah, this week we're talking about an album from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, band Brain Dead by Sunday. They are a duo, and the band is consistent of Lexi King and Joseph Wagner. Joseph plays guitar, and Lexi is the vocalist, and Joseph also writes the songs. And they are a father and a daughter.
Oh,
So
okay.
that is an interesting dynamic to bring into a band. Um, and I think that's where the influences come in that we'll get into. Like there's a very cohesive sound to the band, but they
Right.
also pull from a lot of different stuff. You can
In a
hear,
good way too. It's
yeah,
not derivative. It's like you can hear it like, oh, I wonder if they like insert whatever band you heard
yeah,
in the voice or in the music.
yeah, definitely. You can hear like it's modern music with classic touches, I think. That's how it feels to me.
I
Um,
don't know if classic is necessarily what you mean because to me, when you say classic, I instantly think of like Mozart and Bach and
mm,
all those guys.
yeah, no, that's not what I meant. I didn't mean
I was thinking,
classical. I meant, classic rock. Like, yeah.
yeah, there's a neat like how to word this, like an 80s vibe
Hmm. Yeah.
and the tone of
Yep.
it isn't 80s at all. It's more like 90s kind of not quite grunge,
Hmm.
but not quite as flamboyant sounding as the 80s were.
Right, right. I mean, to me, this is the first record that we've listened to that really sounds like they're going for the radio. Like the this style of music, you could hear it on one of the mini X stations or like high octane on Sirius or something along
Yes.
those lines. It's very in tune
Accessible.
with, yes, yeah, perfect. Yeah, perfect. Um
It
and that
doesn't
was
alienate anybody.
no.
It's there. It's another one like the last well, all three albums we've talked about now.
Yeah.
It's open for everyone. It's family friendly, like I've said
Hmm.
before, or it's not dark or too heavy of subject matter. It's just accessible for everyone.
Yeah, sure. I mean, there is a lot of stuff about loss and grief but I mean it's kind of mixed with survival and I mean like a get up and fight survival, not a
Yeah.
make it through this kind of survival. So
I
it's
that
definitely,
actually brings me to a point that I made sure to mark down because
yeah.
it came up again, and this is some of the fun little synchronicities in life, I guess. There's a song called Salvation
Yeah.
about salvation,
Yep.
and we just talked about the undercurrents of salvation with Rusty Ship.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's to
It's
me,
there again.
it just like put this little spark off on my head of how neat that it's come up again.
Yeah, definitely. Absolutely, man. um so I mean, if we want to dive into some of the tracks,
Yeah.
um I feel like the album kicks off right in your face.
Mhm.
You immediately know what you're in for. This is a hard rock band with a really powerful female voice. Um, you're gonna get some melody and some cool like throwback solos and riffage. So
I wrote down that it was very driving. It was very
mhm,
like marching forward and playing is very just for some reason driving is what I thought about. And
mhm.
in the first song, Passion for Sin, at about 2 minutes and 35 seconds into it, the gentleman's name who do you happen to
Joseph, Joseph,
what
Joseph Wagner. Yeah,
does this uh shred kind of guitar thing, but it blends in just right with the music and it's not overbearing. It's just this subtle, like almost like an 80s guitar solo,
yeah,
but it fits. It didn't stand out. It wasn't flashy. It was just a good guitar solo.
yeah, definitely. I mean, these songs are really well put together, and I don't think there's anything that happened where I was like, "Whoa, what was that?"
No,
There's everything that happens on this album is purposeful, and
fits.
it's there's the reason for it. I would assume like so.
Yeah, I think so. A lot of the lyrics, and I've commented on several of the different songs and the lyrics
Yeah,
are well, they're positive. They're
yeah,
not, I don't know, like if this was a 90s kind of grungy band, I feel like she would have been singing more about, I don't know, being depressed or whatever we were all
right,
doing
sure,
back then.
sure,
That, that's not the case at all.
yeah. That reminds me. I assume you're familiar with Lifehouse, right? The
Was
band
that
Lifehouse,
what was their big hit?
hanging on a moment.
Yep.
Okay, so that guy is
Hmm.
very good looking, dude. He is an attractive young man, or at least he was back then.
Right.
And I got their album because I
Hmm.
mean I was listening to that kind of music, and their album is so depressing. He is so sad, and I was just like, dude, you are a good looking dude in a rock band. Why are you so sad? Like, that's kind of the
Maybe it's
90s in a that's kind of the 90s in a nutshell. you know?
to me, it's actually I actually view it from a different lens. I don't know if
Yeah.
because I was one of those guys, but
Sure.
I almost view it as a now as a like catharsis. Like
Yeah.
they're taking whatever made him sad and he's pushing it out into the song and it's going away or hopefully healing for him a little bit.
Yeah. And I mean the reality is like depression has nothing to do with being attractive. I was just being a smart ass kid. I think I
No,
was
I
like
get it. Um,
27 when I said that, or 26. It was like,
no,
why are
there
you
are
so
people out
sad,
there.
dude?
It's just not it's not fair. My friend AJ from the other band,
Yeah,
Rusty Ship, is a handsome fella.
sure.
And he's a talented drummer. I like him a lot. He's a great person, but that part of me just wants to strangle him. How are you so handsome? And I don't know what that is.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
just it is what it is, I guess.
yeah. I was just, yeah. I've,
No, I
de-
get it.
yeah.
Um,
But yeah, there's none of that on this record.
no, not at all.
Even when they talk about the hard stuff, it's
The
not,
funny thing was, I don't know why I saw on Spotify, I saw the picture of the two, the daughter and the father you were
sure.
saying.
Yeah,
And for some reason, she sounds exactly how she looks in that picture.
sure. Yeah, I
And I
could see
don't know
that.
how to explain that.
'Cause she looks like a powerhouse. I
Yeah.
feel like she looks like a powerhouse vocalist, man. And like, she's done. And her dad looks good. Her dad does not look old enough to be this chick's dad.
No, I
Like
would
when
have
I,
thought
I
a couple, I
yeah,
didn't.
yeah, for sure. I was shocked when I found out they were father and daughter. I was just like, wow,
Right.
man.
That's an interesting dynamic too.
Yeah,
Like you were saying, just the personalities of I would assume that when they are creating, especially a vocalist and a singer,
Yeah.
the lyrics and things are probably so personal.
Right.
Can you
Right. Right.
imagine
Yeah.
sharing that with your dad in that way?
Yeah. It's interesting for sure. I
And
mean,
there's
one
Go
thing
ahead.
though, like coming up in the same household, they've probably been playing music together for a very long time, and you can hear that.
Yeah.
They
Another
definitely.
thing I heard too is this is their first album, right?
Right. Right. Right.
I think they are only going to get better as they play more
Yeah.
because in her voice, um, I was waiting for her to just
Really let it out.
belt something out.
Yeah. Yeah.
She probably can because I think it's all there.
Hmm.
Maybe she just didn't have the right melody for it or didn't want to sing like that.
Yeah.
But I think as they progress, there's so many elements here that they're going to probably fine tune and pick up more on. And I think they will just grow as far as their sound goes.
Sure. Sure. Yeah. And I mean, they're already working on the second album. Like they're already in there, like working on the second album while they're playing shows.
Yep.
So
What
I
do you
mean, they,
think?
yeah, they just got to be. I'm sure live, it's very dynamic. Um, there's some songs we'll get to later that I was really impressed with the rhythm section, and I
Hmm.
hit Joseph up tonight, and I was like, "Hey man, sorry I waited so long to do this, but we are recording the podcast at 10.
Hmm.
Could you happen to tell me anything about who plays drums or anything on the album?"
What do you tell
And
you?
he didn't get back to me. I didn't give him enough time, which
That's fair.
I knew I wasn't going to give him enough time, man. I should have asked him like 2 weeks ago, but but
I'm a
um,
terrible procrastinator too. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah, dude, my brain is like, huh, you know, like looking around, and then I'm like, oh, there's that thing that I need to do. So
It's interesting you say that.
yeah,
Obviously, you know me in person.
yeah,
Lot of ADHD going on.
sure,
Excuse me, man. I have a touch of the tism, but
yeah,
I was reading an article about how music affects ADHD brains differently.
sure,
And
sure,
I just thought that was really fascinating how I always assumed everybody latched onto music like I did, word for
yeah,
word, and this one means that. But that might actually be an ADHD thing where we're focusing on the music to help narrow in the
yeah.
noise,
It's
I guess.
totally could be, man. My brain has always been loud. It's an irritating spot, but you
Me
deal with it.
too.
You deal with it.
So,
Um,
song number two,
yeah, yeah,
Drop World, right?
yes,
I really heard the 80s influence in that. Not in a bad way again.
right, right, right.
And it didn't sound party at all. It
Right.
sounded like a shredding guitar player. It was
Yeah, yeah,
blended in great. Um, that's where I picked up the interesting, like her voice. I think, clicked what it reminded me of in a good way.
okay.
But for the first, looks like first two songs, three songs maybe, I kept going, what? Who does she sound like? She sounds like somebody.
Yeah,
And it's in a good way. And then it clicked who she sounds like.
okay.
It's I should have Googled her name. The lead singer from L7.
She does. Yeah, there's definitely some elements. I heard some L7 in there too. I also heard Amy Lee and Christina Scabia, I think her name is, from Lacuna Coil.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. I heard some of that too, but
Maybe
uh,
in the
not in
delivery?
every song.
Right.
Well, in the way her voice kind of floats, when she sings. Like they have
Yeah.
that same, you know, uh, the chick from L7. I only know one Danita Sparks, and I don't know if she was the singer or not. Oh, and Jennifer Finch. I don't know if
Mhm.
either one of them was the singer, but her delivery was punchy, almost barky. And then it could get into like melody on the choruses.
All right. So maybe it's not L7 I was thinking
Oh,
of,
I
but
heard
there's
L7 too, though. Like in the tone,
yeah,
of her
maybe that's
voice
it.
sometimes is very, very much like the singer for L7. I definitely heard
Right.
that too. But
L7
this
will come up again as we talk about as we get into the different songs more
sure,
too.
sure. So
But I
on
don't
that,
know what.
oh, I was just gonna say on that second album, I think that's the first time where you really heard her latch onto a hook. And I
Oh,
mean,
you mean
she's
on the
doing it
second
right in the
song?
second album,
Yeah.
on the second song. So yeah, she really latched onto a hook, and it's also the first time that Joseph really let go with a killer solo. You know,
Yes.
so that's what I noticed the most was that that melodic hook is right there, and it grabs you, and the solo is fire. Like it's a great solo.
That's
So
funny that you said fire. Talking about
yeah,
the next song, which was song 3, Loss,
yeah,
right? My
yeah, yeah,
first
yeah.
notes is solo on Loss is fire in big
Nice,
stupid letters.
nice.
Fire.
That's
He was
awesome.
just he was getting it. I don't
Yeah,
know what adjective the people want to throw onto it. He was just getting after it, man. I liked it.
yeah. I think this song had a big, expansive sound, especially when it first starts. It sounded like it was in like a giant room, like it could fill a room. That's how. And
Yeah.
then I think this was the first song that kind of brought a gothic element, which I think is funny because I actually heard some goth stuff throughout. I made notes of it every time I heard it. Um,
I wonder if
and
we're
it's not anything that they really bring up, so it's interesting. But
seeing the same thing but just putting a different word to it.
sure,
Because I
sure,
put down that there was some fun, spooky, like almost
sure.
appropriate for this time of year
Yep.
songs.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
not overall, they're not a spooky or a goth
Right,
band.
right,
It was
right.
just like a fun Halloween kind of vibe to it.
Yeah, yeah, there's definitely elements of it. I would not call them a goth band either, but they have gothic influences that, like I said, don't. I mean, people mention '80s hard rock, people mention uh, pop punk, and some stuff like that is influences in here from what I was reading.
Hmm.
Um, but I didn't see anybody mention goth, and I feel like there's a strong, especially what goth rock became in the '90s,
Okay.
which is very different from '80s goth. I'm not talking about
Right.
like The Cure and Susie and the Banshees. I'm talking about like Evanescence and the bands who sounded like Evanescence. Like,
Oh,
basically, that's what I mean. Yeah.
you mean Hot Topic bands?
I mean, that's a little
Right.
dismissive, but but
You are absolutely correct.
right.
I was just trying to be funny because
No, you're good, dude. I,
there
I
was
I
that
laughed. I laughed.
there
So
was that era
yeah.
where Evanescence
Hmm.
and those other kind of goth pop kind of bands were all
Right.
the rage.
Yeah, they
So,
were the biggest one, but there was like Dead Z and
yep,
a couple other bands like that,
I
that were doing that stuff.
I didn't really like Evanescence all that
Yeah.
much. And I don't, it wasn't anything particular. It wasn't the talent or that her voice annoyed me or anything like that. It's just, it wasn't for me.
Sure. Sure. That's.
That brings me to a neat point I wrote down that I actually wanted to bring up to you.
Yeah.
When you come across a group or when you're listening to a group that has a female singer, does
Hmm.
that automatically put kind of like a feminine energy lens on the
Hmm.
album for you?
It's funny because I really enjoy female vocalists. Um, but okay, so I love Tori Amos.
Oh, right.
Love Tori. All of her songs are about women. She doesn't write about men, but I view them through my own viewpoint, through my own lens.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, I don't really put a feminine energy on it. I mean, dude, there's this band called Piss Factory who I love. They have a female singer, and they have a song called Cleavage that's basically about like women turning men on to get things that they want
Right.
and men being pigs. And I will freaking rock out to that song and sing
Not
it at the
wrong.
top of my lungs, dude. It's just like
I wonder if it's because
So
I'm a heavy reader and
yeah,
stuff.
sure.
So to get into reading, you put yourself into the character talking or that you're reading about. So I wonder if it's just the female voice. I just think, and it's
Yeah,
not like, oh, she's singing only for girls
right,
or
sure.
anything like that. It's just kind of like an energy.
Right. Right. Yeah. I mean, and for me, I read differently. I read like a movie. I read
Mm,
like I'm visiting friends. I don't really put myself into the mindset of the character. Um
depends on what I'm reading, I guess.
yeah, yeah. So I don't really do that. So but I mean, I love my friends who I've spent time with. You know, when Wally West died for the first time, I
Oh, wow.
cried like a girl. You know, he eventually came back, but the first time Wally West died in Zero Hour, oh my lord,
I'm
I
trying to
had to.
think if I've ever cried uh, over a book.
Blue Beetle. I cried when Blue Beetle died too. Yeah,
I always kind of knew, just
yeah,
like I was going to say, just like with wrestling, but I don't want to open that whole can of worms about kayfabe and all that.
sure, sure, sure.
So, and interesting why we're talking about women and things that we bring this up in comic
Yeah,
books and everything.
yeah,
Um, I also didn't develop like a sexism or a what's the word like when I see the women or whatever in the comic books, I
yeah.
wasn't like, oh, look at her, she looks like a hoe, or oh, she's an object of desire.
Never. I
I
never
always
understood
thought
that. Yeah,
if I had pick one rogue's body,
sure,
I would dress like that. I'm not
sure,
gonna lie.
sure.
And that's all I ever thought about it was, yeah, if I put in the work, same thing with the guys. If I
Yeah, of
put in the
course.
work to look like that, I'm out there showing it. So it never really, I never thankfully developed that uh she's attractive,
Yeah,
she's an object.
yeah. No, me either, man. I think
Thankfully.
part of that is just the way my brain works. I deep dive into things that I find interesting,
Me too.
including people. So if there is an attractive woman, I
Hmm.
will find out everything that I can about her to make her more interesting to me. And I'm not talking about real people because that's stalking.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm glad that
talking
you
about
pointed that
like
out.
celebrities and stuff. And I've always been like that. It's never just like they're a person on a screen. I find out everything I can about them and kind of try to relate to them as a person.
I
So
get that.
I do that with men and women too. It's just how my brain works. I
Yeah, I'm the
dissect
same
things.
way.
Yeah.
If something, no matter what it is, interests me, I forget it. I'm gone.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Dude, I used to be so, when I was younger and I had more time, I was so obsessed with pop culture. Like read, I would eat it up, like anything that I could get my hands on. I could tell you when people got married, how long they've been dating, who was at their wedding. Like I
Really?
was so, yeah, man. I
I
was
I
nuts
don't do
about
that
that.
with
Yeah.
celebrities. Like I've never cried because a celebrity died.
I have once, twice.
Really?
Yeah, Eddie
Which two?
Gilbert and MCA.
Oh, fair.
Yeah. Dude, when MCA died, I couldn't get out of bed.
Really?
Yeah, dude, the Beastie Boys are very important,
Oh, I
you
agree.
know?
I agree
And yeah,
100%.
dude, and he was only like 40. I was not ready for that. You know what I mean? I was like, holy crap.
But
You
that's
know, and
kind
I
of a
just,
fair
yeah,
reaction too, because
yeah,
when somebody like that who has brought so much joy and
right, right.
whatever to the world, when they go, there's like a hole
Yeah,
in the
and the thing
world.
is, too, I knew Ad Rock and Mike D weren't going to keep going, you know? So it was the end of the Beastie Boys on top of
Mm.
losing MCA. Dude, I'm freaking tearing up a little bit under these glasses. We should move on.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, yeah.
Melody of Tragedy.
Great. Yeah. What I put down for that one.
I'll
Oh
go
yeah,
if
this is where
go ahead.
the rhythm section really kicks in, dude. The bass and the drums really lock it in. Like that was where where whoever those guys are really shined, man, I thought. And you get call and response vocals.
Hmm.
which I really like.
I do too.
Um, it's just a cool, fun song. So yeah, that was my take on that one. Just
I liked it a lot.
yeah,
I really liked the line, love is a melody,
sure,
because
sure.
that really hit that whole uh note or whatever of this theory or idea I keep trying to articulate of music being actual magic.
Yeah,
It's just
yeah,
that line. It's so, yeah, of course it is.
right, right.
And then there's another solo on that. And it's
Yeah,
that song is just neat. I liked it how it evolved. There was so
yeah,
much going on, and it wasn't like Passion for Sin was just, hey, we rock. This is a driving song. Let's go.
right,
For
right.
um Melody of Tragedy, I thought it had more of a epic kind of feel to it. Not really a ballad,
Mhm.
but kind of constructed like an 80s power ballad.
Sure, sure, sure.
I
Yeah, and
really enjoyed his guitar work.
yeah, I mean his guitar work is pretty great all over. You can tell that he's influenced by some of the masters.
Yeah, well, you
Um,
have to be with that 80s style. Most of
yeah.
those, the guitarists that you want to mention, like, well, I was going to throw CC DeVille in there, but I don't, he's more of a rip.
Mhm.
But guys like Mick Mars,
Sure.
uh, who are some of the big, Eddie
I
Van
mean Eddie,
Halen,
yeah, Eddie, Steve
just that,
Vai, Joe Satriani,
yeah,
you know,
that
um,
almost,
Paul Gilbert, you
yep,
know,
almost prodigy playing.
yeah.
I heard a little bit that in there with that shredding. That's not easy to do.
It's not. And I mean, he sprinkles like dive bombs and bent chords through the whole thing, and
Right.
those are not. They sound really cool, and they're not the easiest things in the world. you
And
know?
they were subtle. They
Yeah,
fit again. They fit in where to me in the '80s when it came up for guitar solo, it was look at me. It was
yeah,
very much look at me. Everything else
yeah.
is fading down, and it's all, which I get it. You're soloing the instrument, but he
Right.
managed to do the solos without sounding like he was separate from the band.
Yeah, and I mean, there were guys in the '80s. CC DeVille was not one of them, but but people like Joe Perry and like Slash, their solos
Hmm.
always serviced the song. They
Yeah.
never went off and did something crazy. They stuck to the melody of the song and just added a little bit to it. Like
Hmm.
they just, but and Joe Perry and Slash both have incredible tone. So,
Yes.
yeah, I mean, they are probably my two favorite '80s guitarists. Even if they weren't the most technically flashy, they knew what to do for a song. They knew where to put it. So,
I don't, man, it's so hard to pick like that. Like,
yeah,
if you were to ask me what's my favorite 80s guitarist, I don't know. I'm not,
yeah.
I don't revisit the 80s a lot. Some of it pops
Mhm,
up,
okay. Yeah,
right? But as I've said before, it seems like 90s and the grunge, that was me. You know what I mean? So the
sure,
80s
sure.
kind of, like we were saying in the last one, grunge just kind of
Wiped them out
slapped
for
all
you.
that stuff down and
Right, right.
on we went.
Yeah,
Maybe Eddie Van Halen, you just can't.
sure. Yeah,
The problem for me when you start talking about best guitarists is you're going to get into metal, and
yeah,
then we're going to have to talk about Dimebag Darrell
sure. Yeah,
because
absolutely.
who's better?
Yeah,
Who?
yeah.
Nobody.
That's
I
right.
I think he is absolutely one of the best guitar players ever.
Yeah, I would agree, man. I would agree. And that's funny that you mentioned that about the '80s because if you were to ask me, like, what's my favorite kind of music, I would say '80s blues and funk influenced hard rock. But then if you were to go and look at like what's in my collection and
Hmm.
what I listen to the most, it's definitely a lot more '90s stuff. So I feel like that's a weird thing because I love that music. It's the music that really made me passionate about music. The '80s hard rock is what did it. But but I don't visit it as much as you would think I would. It's just
It's
weird.
funny that it. we're talking about the 80s and stuff, and I
Yeah.
always, for some reason, there's so many music memories in my head that I remember listening to. We were talking about CC DeVille, who's from Poison.
Right.
I remember listening to not the album that blew everything up. I want to say the album's
Okay.
called Look What the Cat Dragged In.
Yeah. 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 I think
On a
Look What the Cat
little,
Dragon is the big one. That's the big one, isn't it? That's the one Talk Dirty to Me. And
I maybe
okay.
I
Yeah.
just
It's the only Poison album I know, so I feel like it has to be the big one.
I
You know what
thought
I mean? Like,
you could absolutely be right, but I remember
yeah.
listening to it at my grandmother's, I guess, trailer. We were staying
Sure.
over, me and my brother or something, and she had one of those, man, it's more like a tape recorder,
Sure.
but you could still listen to tapes through
Right.
it. I remember
Right.
listening to the tape of that album, and for some reason, that's my 80s. No, that's not true either, because I remember where I was at when I heard Guns N' Roses for the first time,
Yeah.
and they're as 80s as you get.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I remember the first time I heard Look What the Cat Dragged In. I was on the bus and
The
this
second
girl.
album is called Open Up and Say Ah, isn't
It
it?
is called Open Up and Say Ah.
And
Yeah,
that's the one that blew up.
with the guy with the red face and the big tongue and
Hmm.
yeah.
Yep.
So that was a bigger album than Look What the Cat Dragged In?
I believe so,
Okay.
because it had all the start naming Poison hits, and they're almost all on Open Up and Say Ah.
Interesting.
Every
Okay.
Rose.
Oh, sure. Every Rose was a big hit. Yeah.
I I don't know why all those songs are escaping me, but
Well,
I think that
there's
was the bigger of the two albums.
yeah.
It
Like I
had a
said,
different
I
sound
Want
too.
Action. Um,
Open
uh,
Up and Say Ah had or Look What the Cat Dragged In had, was it Tearing Down the Walls? I
oh, I
remember
don't
the
even know
hook.
that song.
You do or don't?
No, I don't even know that song. I know the title track. Like, oh my God, look what the cat dragged in.
Oh, I don't remember the title track. There's a
Oh,
cover on that
okay.
album of is it Your Mama Don't Dance and Your Daddy Don't
Right.
Rock and Roll?
Sure.
That's the standout track on that album for me. And there's another one somewhere that I remember really liking. And now for the life of me, I
Okay, so actually, yeah. So it's kind of a mix. Like the first album had Cry Tough, Talk Dirty to Me, I Want Action, and I Won't Forget You, which are all monster hits. And then the second one had Nothing But a Good Time, Fallen Angel, Every Rose Has a Thorn, which is the big hit,
oh
and Your
yeah.
Mama Don't Dance.
Yeah.
And then the third one had Unskinny Bop, Something to Believe in, three more
Something to
songs that
Believe in isn't bad. I'm
yeah,
not gonna lie, even I like that. But stuff
yeah.
like
Unskinny
Sea
Bop is a
of,
terrible song. Terrible song, dude.
I was trying to think of some nice ways to
No, it's a
say
terrible freaking song, dude.
some of the Poison stuff to
Yeah.
me is almost like a caricature,
Dude, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like Poison had good songs here and there.
right?
I'm not a Poison fan,
No.
like at all, you
I've
know.
seen them live, unfortunately. They weren't
Yeah.
good.
And it's funny because apparently the guys in Poison, like Brett Michaels and Bobby Dahl and Ricky Rocket and Cece, were scrappers. Like they're from Pittsburgh. Like they were tough guys, dude. And they would,
Interesting.
and if people like said they looked like girls or anything, they would fight them. Like I just heard a podcast where Ricky Rocket was talking about it. Like if someone said, "Oh, your music sucks," they would try to beat them up, dude. Like he talks
Ricky
about,
Rocket could
yeah.
beat up me, you, and probably any five people we know.
Well, yeah, drummers are tough, dude.
He's a very high level jujitsu.
Is
Like,
he? I didn't know that.
oh
Okay.
yeah, like
Okay.
world class.
Wow.
It's so good that I've heard different jujitsu guys on Joe Rogan's podcast talking jujitsu and guys they
Yeah.
meet, and he
Yeah.
comes up constantly because
Right.
he is so good. So he
That's
would just,
wild.
you imagine making fun of him, right? You think you're some swaggering young punk. You're like, you
Right.
look like a girl. And he's like,
Right.
and you're done.
Whoops you. Okay, so they're actually from Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania, which sounds like an even, you know,
I
tougher
wouldn't have
place than
guessed that.
Pittsburgh. Yeah.
I
Oh yeah,
couldn't.
they're from like the rougher areas of PA, dude.
I wonder how. Let's see if I, excuse me, if I can
Yeah,
put this together right. I wonder how much, because this band, um, Brain Dead by Sunday, is
yeah.
also from Pittsburgh, right?
Pittsburgh. Right, that's an interesting tie-in, yeah.
Right. I wonder how much of it is like, you know how again grunge and Seattle
Yeah.
kind of had its own sound.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Now we're mentioning two bands that
Hmm. If the
a bit
PA, yeah,
familiar, not
sure.
not the same, probably
Right,
not even derivative. Maybe I
right,
don't know what his influences are, but that shred guitar, that kind
right,
of
right.
80s vibe. I wonder if it's, I'd be interested in find out how many more bands from the Pittsburgh area and this general area
I
have that
mean,
same sound.
Cinderella's from Philly, and
Cinderella were
there's
kind of underrated and overrated
yeah,
at the same time, and I don't
yeah.
know
I
how
love
to.
Cinderella, dude. The blues element, that I loved that stuff. What they brought in.
White Snake.
Yeah, yeah, God. Well, Whitesnake, it's funny, started out as a blues band. And David Coverdale was tired of not making any money.
Well,
So
David
he
Coverdale is from
Deep Purple.
yeah,
Yeah. So he fired everybody in the band and hired like photogenic dudes, like dudes who he thought would look good in music videos, and became a hard rock band. David Coverdale was like, I'm done with this not making any money thing. So
funny.
that's hilarious. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. It's super
I
funny.
wonder, I don't know, it's just interesting that there's maybe a trend developing of that song out toward
Sure.
Pittsburgh. It's
Yeah,
something that I
maybe.
made a weird little mental note of, and
It'd
I
be
would
interesting to
be
look into it.
interested. I was going to say if anybody happens to hear this and you're another band from that area,
Yeah.
or you know of another band from that area, either let me know and I will go check them out, or get the CD or something to us and we'll talk about it. I'd be
Right, right.
interested in finding out a little bit more about if that area sounds like that, or if it's just happened to be another, or maybe the guitar player name
Jeff.
Jeff.
Joseph. Sorry, Joseph
Joseph.
Wagner. Yeah.
If
Joseph Wagner. Yeah.
Joseph is heavily influenced by those guys,
Sure.
I don't know. If he gets back to you, it'd be interesting to find out, or he's probably going to listen to this.
Yeah.
So
I mean, yeah,
if
and
you guys could
they're
go
supposed
ahead.
to come on my other podcast at some point too. So
Oh, nice.
yeah, yeah. So we gotta set that up. But yeah,
So the next note's talking about getting back to Brain Dead by Sunday.
yeah, let's do it.
Salvation, the song Salvation, there's
Okay.
another line in there I really, really latched onto.
Okay.
The angels, they walk with the dead, and the demons do not dare tread.
Nice.
I like that mental image or the psychology of it. Of sure, I'm going through hell or
Yeah.
something hard, but I'm armored or I'm protected. There's this I don't know if it's a running joke or whatever
Yeah.
with me and DC and some other friends of ours that I don't think you have met.
Okay.
Growing up, DC's dad lived outside of town, and to
Okay.
get to his dad's house, you had to go down this long, it's called Mausoleum Road, and it's this long stretch of road and the trees grow up over it.
Right, right.
I think everybody knows the scene.
Yeah.
And for some reason, and I don't know why, but if you had your music, you were safe. I know
Interesting.
I don't know how to quite explain that, but
Right,
as
right.
long as, and that was always the joke about, walking out there was, hey, as long as you had your music, you were safe. And I
You're
don't know
good.
what
Yeah.
that is, but they kind of brought that back, that idea of how the music was our, I don't, maybe not salvation, right? That might be the wrong term, but was
Yeah.
our armor. That's what we had to walk through something scary. And I
Right.
just, when she said that line again, it's the angels, they walk with the dead, and the demons do not dare tread. It clicked. Like, I get it. I get
Yeah.
the feeling. And I don't know, I just really connected with that line.
Yeah, definitely. We did I did want to talk for a minute about the song before Salvation,
Sure.
Distant Light,
Oh, yeah, I got some
because
notes for that too.
yeah, so that song sounded like a 90s alternative song to
Mm-hmm.
me. It had angular guitar,
Mm-hmm.
um it just has a very different sound than the rest of the album. And it stood out to me because I was like, wow, this sounds, like Archers of Loaf or something.
That's the one
Like,
that made me think that, um, or wonder if this was their first album, which you said
mhm,
it was.
yes.
And that's the one where I saw or thought I heard, or however you want to word this, that kernel of a thought or of an idea of they are only going to grow.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's just, maybe it's because the song before it, Melody of Tragedy, fit into it just perfectly.
Hmm.
But that's the two songs I was like, oh, they're only going to get better.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They're going to get more big sounding, more. I'm looking forward to it. I want to hear, um, her name,
Lexi King.
Lexi. I just, I want to hear her belt something out
Yeah,
so bad. Like, I think we talked about Concrete Blonde,
yeah, we did. Yep. Yep.
Heal It Up.
Jeanette. Yeah.
Yeah, I just, I, for some reason, I don't know if it's just love of music or something. It's like I see that it's there.
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
just waiting for her to find it. The
I th-
potential of it. That's
yeah. I think when I think of female singers who can really like wail, I think of Patti Smith
mm.
and no, I lost her name. Ann Wilson
Oh gosh.
from Heart.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, say what you will about Hart's later career, but
No,
but
sir, I will not be dissing Heart today.
yeah, but their middle 80s stuff, oh man. And I mean the 70s stuff is great too. But if you want to hear like power, if you want to hear, Barracuda and What
Hmm.
About Love, I mean, man, those vocals are serious business. And the Warrior, if you Patti Smith on the Warrior from Scandal,
Yup.
and then she could take it down and be super quiet and make almost country songs.
Was it
Like
Patti
those
Smith?
two
Go
are
ahead.
the pinnacle of female vocalists for me, as far as I'm concerned.
Was Patti Smith, why did I just draw a complete blank? There was a series on TV, one of the streamings, about the Sex Pistols.
Okay, that was a different chick.
Yeah, it's not
There's
Patti
two
Smith.
two Patty Smiths, and one's name is spelled with an I, and one's name is spelled with a Y. But actually, that Lonely Boy, if that's what you're talking about, that was Chrissy Hind
Thank you,
from the
Chrissy Hine. Yeah,
Pretenders.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
from the Pretenders.
Didn't
Yeah.
get enough, doesn't get enough love.
Oh, for sure. The Pretenders are incredible too. Chrissy
Yeah.
Hind is great. Like the way that she can carry a melody. I
Hmm.
just yeah, and Brass and Pocket all the way to Forever Young. Night in My Veins, like that stuff. The early 2000s stuff, all the way to the 70s stuff is
We
all
might as well just bring up
fantastic.
something I said in here. I put, let's talk about some of our favorite female singers since we're
Yeah, I mean, well, I just told you two of mine.
right.
So yeah, Pat Benatar, grew up
Oh
on Pat
gosh, there you
Benatar.
go. Pat
Yeah,
Benatar.
yeah.
Uh, I love the singer from Portishead, Beth.
Yeah. Oh, geez. So emotional. Yeah.
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 Janis Joplin.
Of course. Yeah.
Here's the thing about Janis Joplin, and I have to get through this, or it'll sound insulting if I don't.
Okay.
She will never be on the lists of the best singers of all time, right? Technically,
Yeah.
vocally, blah blah blah. But she was so her
Yeah.
that, she's a great singer. but she's not like a great female singer. She's not going to be Etta James or Aretha Franklin,
Right, right.
but
She's not
she
singing it
still
last.
gets to be way at the top of that list
Yeah.
because it was all her.
Well, here's
Everything out. It was all Janis Joplin. And there's so
and
many singers like that.
yeah, and the thing about Janis Joplin too, it's not just about the authenticity. She brought something new to female delivery. The rasp and the
Mhm.
power. It's kind of like, John Fogerty. John Fogerty may not be the greatest singer of all time, but what John Fogerty brought to vocals, that rasp and that that I don't even know how to describe it.
I'm about to blow your mind.
Yeah,
I
go
read
for it.
John Fogerty's biography.
Nice.
He learned and taught himself to sing like that with that accent and everything. He
Yeah, I
does not
mean,
have that accent or nothing in
we're
real
right.
life.
It's in California. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
And when I learned that, it was just like,
yeah,
because it's
yeah.
so, I don't know what's the word? Not country, not,
It's different, dude. It's him. He brought something different to music, and I think Janis Joplin did the same thing. No, and now you hear that in everyone. Those raspy, bluesy female vocalists are everywhere. But back
that's
then,
because, and another note I had in here,
yeah,
I brought it up as we were talking about Lexi reminding me of L7.
sure,
There's not like derivative, like I said, she's not ripping off L7, probably not
right,
even, but there was an edge to L7, like
yep,
almost, well, the music was kind of dangerous back then.
of course, yeah. I
And it
mean,
might be because, or why I think this of L7, I've had the chance to see L7 live
sure,
in '96, and this is where it's going to get interesting.
okay.
They opened for Marilyn Manson.
Wow,
So I
wow,
saw Manson in like '96, '97, '98, somewhere in there, uh, top form, right? Him
sure.
being and protesting outside his, it was at the Pepsi. Do you remember that? It used to be in the fairgrounds, I think, the Pepsi Coliseum.
Yeah, I'm not.
It
I
was
wouldn't
there.
know from
So
that.
all
Yeah,
protest and everything going on. And then L7 comes out, and it's almost mentally like they said, nah, F all that noise. We're
yeah,
bad, bitches or whatever. I don't know who
yeah,
like, I don't want to offend nobody. And they just rocked the house. They were
yeah,
having none of the bullshit, none of it. They were like, this is who we are.
yeah,
Let's effing go. And
yeah.
it was like dangerous and raw and edgy.
Hmm.
All that's almost gone. They still try to make edgy music, but it's almost like a manufactured.
Right, sure, sure. Um, and I was right. The first Donita Sparks was the singer or is the singer for L7. L7 is still
Yeah, they
kicking
are.
it. Yeah, they're still making freaking records, man. Um, but yeah, I remember like the first time I heard "Pretend That We're Dead," and
Oh yeah.
obviously, I'd heard Doro and I'd heard Lita Ford and whatnot, and I had heard women play heavy music before,
Mm,
but man, not like that,
right.
not with that depth, just man,
Yeah.
yeah,
That,
and
you know what? That kind of shoots down my what I was saying earlier about I wonder if hearing a female vocalist gives it a feminine, because no, there's no feminine or
yeah,
masculine edge to L7. It's just like, here's L7,
yep,
let's
heavy
go.
music, man, yeah, heavy music, just do it. I mean, but yeah, that
It's
Bricks Are Heavy is one of the greatest albums ever made. If you haven't
bricks are
heard
heavy.
Bricks Are Heavy and you're listening to this, go get Bricks Are Heavy, man.
Yeah.
you know. Um,
I wonder how much of the bands that we're thinking of or it reminds us of actually influenced Brain Dead by Sunday. It'll be interesting when
yeah,
you have them on to
yeah, I'm
talk
definitely
about
going to
their
talk to him.
influences. I'll be interested in listening to it and seeing what they say. I
Yeah,
just wonder, like when we spoke or you spoke with Mark Knight, he talked
yeah,
about how we picked up on some of the things he was saying inadvertently and just some of the things that come
Right,
across
right.
in the
Yeah.
album. And I just wonder if, again, we're just noticing that, or if maybe we're way off base.
Who knows, man? I think the music that you listen to informs how you listen to other music. So sometimes you can be like completely off because you're hearing something that you're familiar with that the artist isn't.
Hmm.
But sometimes, man, you end up, being right on with it. So,
Yeah.
um,
But it didn't influence, again, it didn't influence the album at
right.
all. It was definitely, I felt it was their creative vision.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
once did I go, oh, great, that's another who knows, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Nothing like that. When I did think of other musicians, it was always in a good way, always wondering,
Mhm.
I wonder if they're influenced by, like, I wonder,
Right.
I could probably, let's see, just not to put words in Joseph's mouth or anything like that.
Right.
I bet if you asked him his top two or three guitar players,
Yeah.
there's gonna be one of those 80s shredders in there.
I think Eddie
Maybe
Van
not
Halen has to be
Slash,
on it. Yeah.
Van Halen, or
Yeah.
even um, Stevie Vai.
Sure.
That
Sure.
just the quick notes and all the that kind of thing that those guys not really invented, or maybe, right?
I mean,
But they
maybe
definitely put it out there.
perfected. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Popularized.
Yep.
Um, so, going back to talk about the album a little bit too, Salvation,
Hmm.
which you were talking about.
Hmm.
So to me, the things that stood out about that is the big heavy riff that it went into like an old school thrash sound, and there's a double kick drum. I mean, that
Was that the
song.
machine gun? That's
Yeah,
what
that's a double
that.
kick. That's Lars Ulrich. Yeah,
Yes.
Lars pretty much invented using a double kick. Before Lars, you had one bass drum, and Lars was like, you
Yeah.
know what? I need two. So like,
You
yeah,
had other guys doing it because,
yeah, but I mean, Lars was really the guy, who, I mean, at the very least, he brought it.
yeah,
You know,
I think of guys like Neil Peart,
oh, he may have used a double kick. Sure, I never. Yeah,
Jason, Jason Bonham's the son, John Bonham.
John Bonham. Oh, well, John Bonham was way after Lars. So,
No, he wasn't.
or not John. I
Jason
meant to say
was.
Jason Bonham.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
meant to say Jason was way after Lars.
The thing with John was
Yeah.
he was an animal.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Jeez. Yeah.
So his playing was like his life. He was
Right.
an animal.
Right.
And maybe that's what I'm getting at is how some of these musicians are that,
Right.
are what you see. You're like John Bonham, he was that wild man drummer.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there's
I
so many guys you could point out. Janis Joplin,
sure.
things like that. It's the expression of the personality in the music.
Hmm. I think one of the biggest things about John Bonham was his dexterity. If you've ever seen John Bonham play, the way that he could go from drum to drum, and he had a massive kit, and he could play in a circle. And that, to me, I mean, that's my favorite drum sound. That circular drumming, like that John Bonham would do. There's other people who do it, but yeah, I love that drum. I love that. I
Right.
love that kind of drum, dude. That's such a cool,
It's got to be hard
sound.
to do.
It's got to be so hard.
Because it's
Yeah.
even hard to like just say, you know
Yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah. Yeah, yeah,
Let
yeah.
alone actually,
Play it. Yeah, and you're over here, and then you got toms and snares, and you got to know which one to hit and what's going to make what sound. I mean, it's just crazy, man. It's crazy.
yeah.
But
Do you know anything about the drummer on this album?
no, I asked Joseph about it, and yeah,
I didn't
didn't.
go to their official website because I didn't want to come into this with any preconceived or anything like
Right,
that.
right. There's nothing on the website either. Like it just promotes the two of them. So I'm assuming it's studio guys. That's what I'm gonna
Maybe.
assume. But
I wonder if they'll end up traveling around because we're going to end up talking about a lot of these bands. We're going to need to
yeah,
go see them.
yeah. Oh God, yes, yeah, yeah, man, definitely. Yeah,
Salvation is really good. And like I mentioned earlier, just the fact that theme is coming up yet again is
Yeah.
kind of interesting, and it really expresses how music can do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like if you felt alone, or uh, even if you wanted to get hype. Like I was listening to a very positive driving hip hop song as
Sure.
I was getting ready for this, just because
Sure.
positive lyrics and that feel. It helps you, I don't know, it lifts you up.
Dude, one of the best bands, if you will, groups for getting in a good state of mind is Jurassic 5. You know, if you want to listen to something that's going to lift you up and get you rocking, you know.
And so underrated. I don't know why so
Oh,
many people sleep on, or maybe I just don't know the right people,
no,
but
dude, people slept on Jurassic 5 I don't even know, Woe Is Me got a little bit of attention, but, that nothing really,
I think
nothing,
that's
dude.
because of that weird, let's say, conspiracy of once gangster rap
Yeah.
came out,
Yeah.
all the labels wanted to push was
It's gangster rap, yeah.
gangster rap. So a lot of these groups like Jurassic
It's-
5 just kind of got
Yeah.
whatever.
Common
And it's
got
like,
lucky, you know.
yeah.
I mean, Common got lucky, but yeah, as far as Jurassic 5, man, I've seen them live.
Oh,
And the
yeah.
fact that there's freaking five guys rapping at the same freaking time. They rap together until it's time for one of them to step out. They don't trade verses. They
Right.
rap like a freaking chorus. It is insane. I don't know if
Oh, that's so good.
anybody else does that. It's just crazy,
Well,
crazy to
I've
watch.
actually heard there was this band out of Indianapolis that me and my circle of friends would go see a lot called Big
Yeah.
MF Stick. They were
Okay.
a metal band, but they had three rappers,
Okay. Sure.
so they would kind of harmonize the rap. Not
That's
quite
so cool.
to the point of how Jurassic 5 did it,
Yeah.
but it was like, of course, there was some my verse, your verse, call back and
Right.
forth,
Sure.
play
Sure.
off
Sure.
words.
Yeah.
But there are some songs that they would have like a chorus.
Right. Right. So wild, dude.
Yeah,
The Jurassic 5 will rap a verse together, though.
I
I mean,
know.
they will rap together for 5 freaking minutes. It's like, how are you doing that?
Well,
It's
there's
just
that whole
insane.
art
Yeah.
of hip hop and rap,
Yeah.
and they're the expression of it. Look, it's
Yeah.
not just whatever a lot of people think about rap is some beats and some noises and your guys talking to. No,
Talking over. Yeah. No, it's
listen to Jurassic 5 and tell me you don't think hip hop and rap is a legit form of art.
yeah,
Because it
man.
is.
It is 100%, dude. And people, MCs, just like any other good vocalist, can paint a picture for you.
And the
You
word,
know?
I like wordplay,
Yeah.
and
Oh,
there's
yes.
such good wordplay.
Absolutely.
I thought is it Lexi or Lexi?
Well, her name is Alexis, but she goes by Lexi. So,
Okay. I
yeah,
thought she had like the way she worded things was real interesting too.
definitely. Yeah.
Even though it was what you would think of as straightforward, I don't think so. I really feel like she picked a lot of phrases on purpose,
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
and it just to add that extra element to the song.
That was one thing, like I said at the beginning. I think this album is very purposeful. I think that like I feel like every noise on this album, every sound on this album is there for a reason. Um,
Yes,
there's nothing sloppy about this. Like this is a very well put together piece of art.
not even sloppy, raw. It's
Yeah.
not raw.
Yeah, no, no, it's very very refined, and that's not a bad thing.
Mm-mm.
Linkin Park was very freaking refined. I mean, is not a bad thing. Precise music. Some
I
people,
just go ahead.
yeah, I was just gonna say, some people want their music to be, really like Rolling Stones, very sloppy, and that if it doesn't sound like that, it's not rock and roll. But
A little loose, kind of
yeah, but
swaggery, free. That's not.
but
Sure.
I love that stuff too. I'm not saying I don't, but there's definitely an appeal to very tight music too, like music like I said, that everything is there for a reason.
Right. The
You know?
timing is like we've been saying this a lot lately.
Yeah,
Uh, Sunshine and Puppies and
right.
Sunshine.
Yeah, yeah.
What's that gentleman's name?
Adam Rich.
Adam Rich.
Yeah.
I noticed it on that
Yes.
everything was just because I thought maybe it was a metronome or something, or not a
No, that
metronome.
drummer's just freaking man.
Right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Precise,
Yep.
on time.
Yep.
Mark Knight's drummer was this he was definitely on time, but I
Yeah.
wouldn't say
But Tig is definitely
precise
looser.
like that.
Yeah, he's definitely looser because he's kind of a funk drummer. So,
Yes, yeah, that's a good way to put it. And then
there's a lot more.
AJ in Rusty Ship is
Yeah.
another guys that's just
Tight.
crisp and
Yeah.
precise and tight and on time.
Yep.
And I think that's what adds, especially with Brain Dead by Sunday, I think that's what adds the feeling I was trying to articulate when I said the drive. You know what
Sure.
I mean? The
Sure.
march forward. It's the
Yep.
rhythm section being just crisp and on
Yeah.
time, and everybody's right where they need to be.
It's going to be interesting to find out. I mean, I don't know age or Joseph might be a multi-instrumentalist. He may be playing those parts. If they did it in the studio. Who
Yeah,
knows?
maybe.
But it's going to be interesting and see what the deal is.
It could have been more songs on
Yeah,
the album.
9 tracks, 36 minutes. I mean, that's a tight album, man.
Yeah,
You know?
but it it went by and it didn't go by. As I
Yeah.
was listening and taking my notes and I'm enjoying it and just having a good time, and before I knew it, song one had started over. And I was just
Right.
like,
Sure.
well,
Sure.
okay. And I just let it
Let
do
it
its
play
thing
through.
again.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it flowed. It they're just good musicians. I
Yep.
like the vision. If this is exactly what they want to put out, I get it.
Mhm.
I see it.
Yeah.
And I absolutely believe there is more they are going to discover here.
I'm excited that they're already working on a second album. That is very cool. I actually told him that I wanted to talk to him in November, and and Joseph said, "Cool, we might have some new music out by then." So they're already. I mean, this came out in August, and they're
I
already
wish I
looking to
still
put out
knew
new singles.
I wish I still knew music promoters.
Yeah.
I don't even any
I
kind of
mean,
promoter I know is all related to wrestling.
right.
I
I
don't
I
know
want
who
to put together a music festival so bad before I die. Like, there's so many bands who I know, that
this
are
might
great.
be plausible. Back in the
Yeah.
day, okay, I know me and DC like we knew the bands, but
Sure.
I think a friend of ours, her name is Erin,
Yeah.
did most of the legwork, but she or some people put together a little thing at the amphitheater over whichever park that is. You know which one. No,
Yeah. Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
because you're okay. Shelbyville used to have an amphitheater,
Okay.
and these people put together a little like show like that with some bands. I
Yeah.
just saw something where they're building another amphitheater.
Oh, nice.
So
Wow.
I wonder if maybe through somebody like DC who works at anyway, um people that know people connected to the boards of Shelbyville and all of that.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
wonder if your idea for a little music thing is doable because they
I
just did
mean,
it downtown for the corn stock.
sure. Sure. Sure.
So maybe
I
somewhere like Connorsville where
Right.
you could
I
actually
mean,
get
there's an
something like
amphitheater in Connorsville. I just my biggest thing is I mean, I don't know how much we want to talk about this on the podcast, but investors would be important because
yeah.
I can't afford to rent an amphitheater and put together,
I don't
even
think
even 3 bands, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
dude.
let
I don't know
alone
if you can retire.
5 or whatever we wanted to do for a festival type setting.
Right. And it's not
Uh,
fair to ask anybody to come play for
Yeah, I
free.
would never do that. Never do that. That's just, yeah.
I
It's,
mean, we get it. I've worked for free. You've worked for
yeah,
free. It
yeah,
happens, but
yeah,
that's not how you want to approach it.
yeah. Dude, I was only paid other than my own shows one time the entire time I was in wrestling. So,
I've
yeah, yeah,
I've been not paid. I've had the hot dog, the handshake. I've
yeah.
been treated absolutely well
Yeah, of
for
course. Yeah,
you always treated me well. As
I
a matter of
appreciate
fact, I
that.
always told the story of the first time I ever did anything for you. I think it was just ring announcing.
Yep,
You came up to me and said, "Hey, brother, I don't have any extra money." I'm thinking, yeah, that's great. I'll work free. I don't care. I'm doing it.
yep,
You said, I will come to the town where we were running
yep,
and get you paid. And I was like,
yep,
yeah, okay. No big deal. I get it. I know promoters.
yep,
But you did. You showed
yeah,
up and said, here's what I owe you.
yep.
And that always stood out to me because
I appreciate that, man.
people's words being um, valuable or having
Yeah,
truth behind them. And that again plays into music. I
absolutely.
felt what Lexi was saying, she believed it too.
Yep,
And
yeah,
I think that's really neat, the intention of it and how even when she was talking about or singing whatever more spooky kind of nice
right,
Halloween vibes, it
right.
wasn't negative.
Yeah, yeah, and it was still relatable, you
Yeah,
know. Um, so I wanted to ask you about Lovers and Sinners. Um, because when I heard that track, right?
that's the last track, right?
No, there's 2 more after that.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, so Lovers and Sinners, um, the sound of the drums and the production being just a little bit different, it
Hmm.
sounded almost like a pop song to me. Like something you would hear from Dua Lipa or something who we mentioned before. Not quite that dancey, but the
Right.
drum sound and some of that, I was like, wow, this is almost a pop song.
Kind
And
of
I
like
thought
that
that was very
airy.
interesting. Yeah, yeah. I thought that was very interesting.
I
Um
wonder how old we're never supposed to ask how old a woman is. I'm sorry, Lexi.
right.
But I wonder because if she's our age, right?
Yeah,
The wrong side of 40, but
yeah. I don't think she even could be though, with because there's no way Joseph is like 60. You know what
right.
I mean?
So
It's not
I
even
wonder
possible.
if she don't have influences in pop and stuff like
Right,
that.
sure. Yeah. You would think so. I mean,
I hear it,
yeah.
but not in that overproduced kind of
Right.
assembly line sort of way.
Right.
It's so good. Like
It-
I liked everything they were doing on this album. I got every bit of it. Just we've been doing this for every album now. It's just I don't know. I enjoyed it every bit of it.
but I mean,
And
that's the point of the podcast. It's not to, even though we say our taste in music sucks or my taste in music sucks, it's
just
not.
warning everybody, you might
Yeah.
not like
Yeah.
it, but guess what?
Yeah.
It's I don't know. I love it's just together. It was I got it. That's the best way I can think to explain it. It's not something you
Right.
put in like we'll go with Tool for the first time. You know you're going to have to listen to that over and over and over.
Right. Right.
But
Right.
with Brain Dead by Sunday, I felt I get what they were presenting,
Yeah.
connected with it. I understood it. I lived in the world they were painting, and I felt like I belonged.
Right. 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 So Lexi just graduated from veterinary school in 2024.
Yeah, I think I love her even more now because I
Yeah.
love
So
animals.
right on. So she has I mean, yeah, she's in her 20s. I
Oh
don't,
wow,
yeah, she'd be in her 20s, I would think. I don't, yeah. So,
20s or yeah, wow.
yeah. Yep.
That's going to give you guys a lot to talk about because she's going to have now I want to know what it's like to build an album with your father and to bridge the generation gaps. And
Right.
I don't
Yeah. I
know.
mean, it's
You'll
got
have
to
to ask.
be. Yeah, I definitely will. Check out Most Excellent Entertainment and wait for the podcast to drop because
Hey,
it
we
will
got a
eventually.
schedule now.
It will eventually. Yeah. Well,
I
I mean,
liked every.
I don't know exactly when I'm going to be interviewing them though. But
Yeah, I got
Tuesdays at 5 o'clock in the morning, Most Excellent Entertainment drops every Tuesday right here on this channel.
shameless. I've been doing it all week. I'm sure
Yeah,
everybody on my Facebook is
dude.
tired of seeing me say, "Hey, have you seen this podcast? Could you
You
go
know,
like it?"
I want to be honest though, man. Like, I have been one to do this podcast for a long time. And every time I tried to get somebody to come on and co-host it with me, they would either say that they would and not show up, or I couldn't get anybody to do it. And that almost happened again. And I messaged you, I don't even think it was a week to get
Mm-mm.
ready for the thing. And you were here and you've been here every week and you're super enthusiastic about it.
It's
And
music.
I appreciate it, bro.
I love music. You said, "Hey, you want to hear new music and talk about it?"
Hell yeah.
Yes,
Yep.
let's go. It's
Yeah.
just the hard part or the interesting part is I've been performing for 20 a while.
Sure.
Other than actually getting nervous to go get in the ring when I actually had my in-ring career, I
Right.
didn't get nervous. I didn't get nervous commentary. I don't get nervous promo cutting. I get nervous releasing these podcasts because even though
Interesting.
it says icon right here,
Yeah.
I am not presenting any Christopher Icon stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
None of that. It's just
Yeah.
me, my opinions, my life, and my love for music.
Yeah. Yeah. And another thing is too that I think about sometimes, especially like with the Mark Knight episode, because dude, that guy, Mark Knight is super special to me. It would be like if we were going to review a John Marama album,
Yeah.
and there was a chance that, and there, if we ever did review a John Marama album, John might listen to it actually. Um, but but yeah,
I get
it
it.
matters what the bands think, kind of. I don't want
Well,
to misrepresent them. I don't want to say anything that is like insulting to the music that they made. I don't
right.
none of that, man. That's not.
Because it takes work and
Yeah.
effort. These aren't just slackers that are like, "Oh, look at me play." That's
Yeah.
dumb thinking. I don't know if anybody even thinks like that anymore.
Yeah.
What goes into making a song, let alone a whole album,
Right.
is
Right.
hours and hours and hours of work, not
Yeah.
fun work.
Yeah, man.
So
Definitely.
when we present this to people, it's always good to keep in mind, hey, this person, be it Lexi, Mark Knight, the guys from Rusty Ship,
Yeah. Adam Rich.
Adam Rich.
Yep.
Adam Rich. I'm sorry, Adam. I really am. But it's work. They put
Yeah.
the time in for you to give this gift to you. It's not
Yep.
just, "Oh, I got this gift, it's for you." It's, "Hey, I made this with every fiber of my being
Right.
for you."
Right.
What more do you you know what I mean? What
Yeah.
more can
Yeah.
you ask from someone?
Yeah. Definitely. I mean, I'm even artists who I don't dig. You know, I'm still very respectful because they
Hmm.
are able to put this out to the world and say, "Hey, check this
This
out."
is me.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I will never like Steve Perry, you know, but
Really? Not even Oh Sherry?
oh Lord, no,
All
not
right.
even O'Sherry.
There's
Maybe,
a reason. God,
maybe,
it's amazing how much life or
yeah,
music is attached to every part of my life.
yeah,
One of my closest friends, like ever, he had when my brother went away to the army, we had an
mm,
extra room. Mitchell
right,
would stay in that extra room. So he
okay,
had a room at my house.
Yeah.
His mom's name is Sherry.
Okay.
So every so often, one of us
Hmm.
sends the song, the lyrics, the something
Okay.
to each other.
Okay.
And I just
Okay.
tried to do that yesterday.
Nice.
It's
Nice.
so I don't know if I like Steve Perry, but I like that song. And
Right
it's
on.
I don't know.
So the funny thing about that song too, when it was very, very popular and on MTV all the time, like I was a
Mhm,
little kid, you know, so I would sing it,
mhm.
and my mom bought me the album, and
Oh, his solo album?
yeah, I think it's called like Street Talking or something like that. I did
Street
not like
Talking?
that album. I'm almost positive it's called Street Talking. Yeah, I'm about to look it up, but I'm
He was
almost
from Journey.
Journey. Yeah,
Did you
Journey.
like any Journey songs?
No.
Really? I
Yeah,
like
man, it's
some.
not my stuff, dude. It's not. It's just his voice because I think they're great musicians. I love
Mhm.
Neil Schon. He's a great guitar player, but
That's fair.
I feel like his voice is all show. I don't
Mhm.
feel like there's much emotion
I feel like
in it,
that with
you know?
uh from Queensryche,
Oh,
Tate,
wow.
Jeff Tate.
Yeah, yeah.
I know everybody goes on about how much they love
Yeah, I love
Operation
Queensrÿche.
Mindcrime.
Yeah.
Musically and talent and all of that. It's great. That's one
Right.
of the albums that are lifted up on the upper echelon of music.
Yeah.
To me, I something is going on with his voice that's an instant shutdown for me.
Interesting.
And
Okay.
I can't tell you what it is.
Yeah.
It's just I don't know.
You like what you like, man, you
Yeah,
know?
it's the opposite. I don't
Yeah.
like that. It's more
Yeah.
like when you find a band you love, it's more like the opposite for me. Something's going like, get them away from me.
I mean, dude, I've got stuff like that too that people just don't understand. So I don't like The Cure.
Really? Not even
Eh,
Burn,
Dude, is that the Every Time I Fall? Is that song?
the one from the Crow soundtrack?
That's okay. And their cover of Purple Haze is okay.
Wait, they covered
Oh,
Purple Haze.
yeah, 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 yeah.
I might have to check that out.
It's really weird. It's really weird.
They're a really, I don't want to say weird.
Yeah,
How about eccentric band?
sure.
They
Yeah.
always have been.
I just he sounds so bored when he's singing. I'm not a big fan of that.
That's
And
you know what? That's fair.
and the bass lines all sound the same to me. Maybe they're not the same, but they all sound the same to me. And I'm just
And
like,
I only genuinely listen to a couple songs anymore. I
yeah,
like Fascination Street
okay.
and Burn.
And Friday I'm in Love is a stupid freaking song.
It's very bubblegum
Yeah,
pop.
I'm sorry, it's a stupid song. Sorry, my
I'm just
opinion.
trying to be nice. I don't
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it
I,
either.
I I literally just said that I respect anyone who puts out music, and then I said Friday I'm in Love is a stupid song.
Is there any bands or musicians that see if I can word this right
Yeah,
started like that for you where you're just like, I don't like this, maybe even being a
yeah,
hater, and then
yeah.
as you get older and you learn more, you can still go, yeah, I don't listen to that music, but I respect the crap out of those musicians.
Yeah, I mean, I can go even further with that because there's bands that I didn't like at all
Mhm.
that have become some of my favorite bands. But I do want to say real quick, it was just Street Talk, not Street Talking. Sorry.
I just can't picture
Street Talk. Yeah,
him being on the street like
I know. I know. Singing, "Oh, Sherry." It's too funny, dude.
you got to there's this joke, and I don't know where I stole it from, but
Yeah,
between me and Mitchell is
yeah.
when that song's on,
Oh, yeah, you have to do that. You
you
can't
have
help
to
it.
reach up and
You
pull
can't,
the music down from the
you
sky.
can't help it, man. That's what you got to do.
Creed.
Just,
It's the same thing with
oh,
Creed.
yeah,
How
Creed.
he's like, I don't know.
Arms wide open.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude, it's important that you do the stuff. But
I'm gonna do this stuff.
do the stuff. Soundgarden. I hated Soundgarden.
Really?
Yeah, man. Louder Than Love. I couldn't get into it. I heard Loud Love and I was just like, what is this noise? What is he doing with his voice?
I get that.
And then Bad Motorfinger came out and holy crap. so
Yep.
tight, so precise, so incredible. Went back and
I
checked out the old stuff, and dude, I even like Ultra Mega OK now,
well,
which
you
is like
could tell
hard album to listen to. But
they were first they were playing like a more punk
yeah,
kind of,
yeah.
and then something like maybe they caught a groove. Maybe that's where when you play with guys longer, they start saying stuff like, "Hey, Chris,
Well,
why don't you try this vocally?"
they
And on
got Ben
Bad Motor,
Shepherd.
their
Sorry, I
original
didn't mean to.
drummer.
No, Ben Shepherd is their bass player.
Okay.
Before Ben Shepherd, they had Hiro Yamamoto, and
Hmm.
not that Hiro Yamamoto is a bad bass player, but he was
Did
very.
he go on to the Smashing Pump?
No, that was James Iha. I don't
Okay.
think Hiro
Okay.
did anything. I think Hiro became like a professor or something. I think he like stopped making music. But
What a weird. I don't
yeah,
know.
but Hiro was very all over the place with his bass playing, you know. Whereas Ben
Right.
Shepherd is a jazz musician, and so he could play weird notes,
Hmm.
but he was also very good at structuring songs.
Do you mess with jazz at all, or do
I
you?
do. I like some jazz. Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
think I do.
Really?
As far as listening to it for fun, no, I don't think so. I respect the shit out of the
Yeah.
improv improvisation. Yeah,
Improvisation. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, and I think that's fun.
Right.
But as far as like sitting down and ready to, I don't know, rock or jam or whatever you want to
Yeah.
call when
Yeah.
it's time to listen to music, I don't think I have any jazz songs on any playlist, on any
Huh.
MP3 player. I don't even think, other than the classic jazz musicians, I can name any.
Oh wow. So
I
here's
just
the thing. Oh, go
Go
ahead.
ahead. No, no, no big deal. Go ahead.
Okay. No, I was just gonna say here's the thing for me about jazz. Improvisational jazz was never my thing. It's
Right.
sometimes it just sounds like noise. Like I don't know where
Mhm.
they're going. I don't know what they're doing. But
Yes.
when I was 18, I heard Billie Holiday.
Oh,
And I was like,
fair,
holy crap. And so then I
fair.
started listening to vocal jazz. And I started listening to like Harry Connick Jr. and
Is
Tony
he a jazz
Bennett.
musician?
Yeah, yeah, that's jazz music. Yeah.
My
It's just a
sister,
completely different kind, you know?
my
Yeah.
sister was real into him as far as like listening to him. I
Yeah.
think that's my only connection. Isn't his Doesn't he have like a famous daughter now or something, or a
I don't
son?
I don't know. His wife was a model, Joe Goodacre.
I don't know.
But yeah, I don't know if anybody in his family got famous or not.
I don't know
Maybe-
why I've got this weird thought for him, but I never got into jazz. I don't know why. There's a whole genre of this kind of, and my buddy Marcus is into it too. I don't
Yeah.
mean to say noise, but bands like Mr. Bungle,
Sure. Mr.
anything
Bungle's
Mike
tough.
Patton does,
Yeah.
it's not noise. It's more like a disjointed kind of experimental. To me, it's real distracting because it's so disjointed, almost like
Right,
it
sure.
breaks my rhythm and my thought concentration and everything.
Yeah. Well, what about Faith No More?
One of the greatest bands,
Okay, I was
underrated.
gonna say because that's his conventional band. you know,
Yeah.
yeah. Faith No More is another one. I hated their first two albums with their other singer, and I
Oh,
don't
that's um
HR something or other. Yeah, he passed away recently.
yeah, but he went on.
He played with Bad Brains for a
Yeah,
while. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Not in the not. He's not like an original member of Bad Brains, but he played with Bad Brains for a while.
Okay. I
Yeah,
didn't know that far into it.
yeah. But and Bad Brains is another one, dude. I didn't like Bad Brains when I was a kid. I thought they were so noisy.
Hmm.
Um, but I think when you get older, you start to appreciate different things more. I hated Jackson Brown as a kid. I thought his voice was so boring. Thought he had one of those.
Solo or from the Eagles?
Jackson Brown wasn't in the Eagles, bro.
Who am I thinking of?
I don't know. Don Henley, Glenn Fry.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm associating Jackson
Yeah, no,
Brown with the
Jackson
Eagles.
Brown. I mean, it was the same. They were on the radio at the same time. You
What's
know?
some of
Like
his songs then? Go ahead and
Doctor My Eyes. Oh, what's the one? Somebody's baby. She's got to be somebody's baby.
Yeah, I know
Yeah,
that song.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I wonder
I
why
thought
I'm
it.
associating that with the Eagles.
Yeah, yeah. He was never in the band,
Hmm.
but his voice. I always thought his voice was so boring. And now that I've gotten older, I'm like, he just has a really smooth timbre, and his songwriting is really good. I don't know if I'll ever go out and buy a Jackson Brown album, but if I hear him now, you know,
Yeah, I understand that completely.
yeah.
I don't know why. I used to be a complete hater on Tori Amos, right? I don't
Wow.
know why.
Yeah, that's
Who
weird.
knows? Maybe I'm a jerk. Maybe who knows?
Yeah,
But that changed a long time ago where it's like
yeah,
that woman or that artist is the best way to wrap it for everybody.
sure.
Is doing something that is so good.
Yeah,
Like what it's saying is good and helping, and what she does for what is her foundation like rain or whatever. We obviously not going to be able to talk about what
yeah,
type of victims, but
yeah, yeah,
it's just it's good. She's good in a
yeah,
way, and she's an excellent musician, and she
yeah.
puts so much. And I don't know why a lot of these bands I used to at least be like, oh, F them. I don't want to.
Right,
And
sure.
then as you get older, you're like, now wait a minute. They are doing something here.
Dude, I loved Tori from the very first note. So I don't relate to that,
Right.
but I thought one of the coolest things that she does, especially on her earlier stuff when it's more bare.
Sing with Maynard.
I mean, that's very cool too.
Yeah.
But no, sing with Trent Reznor. Um,
I'm not a Trent Reznor fan.
oh, okay, that's interesting.
I
Um,
don't know why,
yeah.
but everything he does comes across just pretentious as
Oh
crap to
yeah,
me.
he seems like a douchebag.
Like, get
But
your own head out of your.
yeah, no, I get that. Dude, you've got to look. Okay, I do want to finish my thought about Tory, but
Yes,
he
please.
used to play in new wave bands when he was in Cleveland, and he still looked like he still dyed his hair jet black and wore like
Uh,
leather and stuff, and they'd be playing songs that sounded like the Cars. It's just too funny, dude. You got to look some of that stuff up on YouTube. It's
I
great.
think he invented a lot of production and stuff,
Yeah,
though, didn't
yeah,
he? Yeah.
definitely. Yeah.
So you have to give the guy credit for that at least.
And the fact that when he went out on tour and still
Hmm.
goes out on tour, he translates the music to instruments.
Oh yeah,
So he plays with a band, like he turns them into rock songs. That's a
right.
very cool thing. There are not a lot of electronic artists who ever did that.
I
You
was
know?
never a real, and this is interesting, and maybe you'll understand, or maybe a listener will and
Yeah.
get it. I, for the longest time, and still kind of today, don't connect with electronic music.
Oh, I
It's
like some of it.
almost what
I like some of it. You
for
know.
me, and of course we're not trying to offend any musician or anything like
Yeah.
that. It lacks a living soul.
Okay. Okay.
And I know that's weird to say, but for some reason, just to me, when I hear
Yeah.
something electronic, it just something's missing.
Okay. I
And I
mean,
don't know what it is. That's why I said, hey, if anybody listening kind of feels the same way, or maybe they've read something about it and can help me like put words to that, because
yeah.
it's not fair. I know these
Right.
guys are
Sure.
putting their soul and everything into their art. It's
Right.
just without the instruments, you can't. Most of it comes up empty for me, and I
Interesting.
don't know what that is.
Yeah. So I do want to finish what I was going to say about Tori, and then I want to I'll
Get
I'll
back to
I'll talk
Brain
about
Dead
some
by Sunday.
electronic stuff. Well, I mean, we could talk about the last two tracks if you want, but we pretty much talked about the album at this point, other than
Yeah,
it's
as long as we just continue to give them credit
yeah,
and
of course, and I mean we can yeah,
yeah.
we
So go
do
ahead and finish what
we
you were
should give our
saying.
overall impressions of it too.
Yeah,
But
well,
yeah,
finish
let's
what you were saying about Corey.
Tori yeah.
Yeah, and
So
then we'll get back to business, I guess.
Yeah. So one of the coolest things that I think she did, especially on Silent All These Years, and a little bit on Under the Pink,
Hmm.
um, she used the piano as kind of a percussive instrument,
Hmm.
and her voice was like what you would think of as the guitar.
Her voice, for
You know,
some reason,
it was just
it it had the hurt and
yeah,
the it's like she was absolutely feeling and speaking for the people she helps.
yeah,
Like I know
yeah.
so many women that of course love Tori Amos on a very deep
Right.
um personal kind of level for
Yeah,
that reason.
yeah.
And it's really interesting.
She has a song called China
Hmm.
that's about being in a relationship where you guys basically just don't love each other anymore, but you've been together for so long that you're not going to break up and
Right.
don't know how to proceed in the relationship. And it is just an amazing song.
Well,
It's,
that happens a lot.
yeah,
Um, you know what? I don't want to put my human on blast or anything.
sure.
I've been in very long relationships, and it's like peaks and valleys. There'll be
Yeah.
times I laugh when people like there was a kid I worked with that was having like some relationship problems, and I was just like, "Oh yeah, how long you guys been together?" It's like a year. I laugh and I was like, "Man, I've had fights that last longer than your
Right.
relationship."
Right, dude. Yeah. Yeah,
Maybe
man.
that's what it was back then, hating, as much as I hate to say it, hating on Tori Amos. It was because I didn't feel it was cool or okay for a guy to,
Yeah. To feel that stuff.
yeah, yeah. I think
Yeah.
that's the best way to put it.
Yeah. Right on, man. I mean, I get it, but I never, dude, she was the very first time I saw that video of her in that box trying to get out of it, I
Is
went and
that
bought
the
bought that freaking tape. Yeah, yeah, the
tape?
video for Silent All These Years where the box is rolling around and she's trying to make it bigger.
Hmm.
Oh man.
So talented, just a talented woman.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And the video's white. It's just like the cover of the album. It's just white.
Yeah.
And her in the center in this box trying to get out, you know?
Well,
Ugh.
that's kind of an interesting visual too.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I miss videos, man.
Me too.
If I
She
had
must bring
stupid
back
money,
MTV.
that's what I was getting ready to say. If I had
Yeah.
stupid money
Yeah.
and could figure out how to do it, that's I'd have whatever musicvideo.com
Right. Sure.
because the art I love to see I liked the fun artistic videos. I
Yeah.
don't like not as big of a fan of the videos where it's just like, okay, here's what we look like live.
Yeah.
Because
Sure. Sure. Sure.
then I want no, if you're gonna show me live, I want to hear it.
Right. Just play live. Yeah.
But there's
Without a
so
library.
many like artistic videos, and I would love to see bands like let's bringing it back to Brain Dead by Sunday.
Sure.
Their album art, which I ripped off, which is right there,
Right.
everybody can see it. I did it on
Yeah.
purpose so we could a little throwback to them.
Right.
Has a very interesting visual, right?
Yeah.
I would like to see what these guys would come up with if you went to them and picked Melody's Tragedy, the song I liked the most on the album.
Sure. Sure. Sure.
Make a video for this. And that's
Yeah.
just gone.
Yeah. I mean, they do have some videos on YouTube. I haven't had a chance to check them out. One of the things though now, and I mean, you can get a little more creative with it is so many people just put out like lyric videos or
Mhm.
official audio, and it's just the song playing with like a picture.
Mhm.
Um, I'm always disappointed when I run across that. I'm
Probably
like,
comes
come
down to
on, man.
money. It's
Yeah,
so expensive.
yeah,
Well, it
sure.
used to be way more expensive.
Right.
Now, if I would think if I met a band and they were like, I don't know, make me a video, I think I could do it.
Yeah,
And
I think
that's not
my
me.
son could do it, and he's 11. Well, he was
Yeah,
on.
I was gonna say that's not me tooting my own horn or put myself over. It's just that it's that I feel like it's that easy now.
Sure.
Now, would it be fun and creative? I don't know. I would try, but
Right.
that art, that's that extra step. Well, the guys in Rusty Ship, how they added all that stuff to their packaging.
Yeah,
That extra step or extra expression in the videos, I really enjoyed that, and it's kind of too bad that that's gone away.
definitely. I mean, I'm not going to say you're not going to get it, but it's going to be rare that you get something like I Want to Rock, you know? Like
I
that.
was thinking of what is Dire Straits?
Oh, Money for Nothing
Yes.
with the 3D
Uh-huh.
3D animation in
Mm-hmm.
1984 or whatever it was. Like, man,
And a
craziness.
terrible representation of that band.
Yeah,
That
yeah, yeah.
song is a terrible representation of that band.
Dude, if I was gonna play something for someone, I would probably play Latest Trick or Romeo and Juliet
I know what I wouldn't play. Walk
or
of
Songs of
Life.
Swing. Right.
I'm so tired of that song,
Oh
and I
man.
don't know why.
You know what's
It's not
funny?
like
I
I
don't
over what?
oh, sorry, man. I was just gonna say I don't get tired of songs. I always
I
feel
do.
like if you get tired of a song, it probably wasn't good in the first place. You know, I mean
Yeah,
that's
yeah, I get it. But
Like,
I'm an obsessive. Like
yeah,
I will find a song and I'm gonna listen to it so many times
yeah,
a day
yeah.
because I'm taking it all in. And maybe that was the problem back in the day where I wasn't as, I don't know, emotionally open and secure or any of that stuff like I am now. So
Right, right.
it was harder to maybe listen to something or view something from a different perspective. So I
Yes.
missed out, or at least didn't give enough chances or credit to some of these bands like Tori Amos, Queensryche. I
Right.
also didn't like Iron Maiden.
Wow.
I don't know
Yeah.
why, but I'm also not a big fan of that 80s sound. There's a very
Yeah.
specific sound in the 80s.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. I mean, I don't know, man. I'm big into vocalists.
Hmm.
So Jeff Tate and Bruce Dickinson were damn near my vocal idols in the 80s. You know, I wanted to sing like them so bad. Like
See,
that
mine were
soaring.
way more subtle.
Yeah.
I loved Lane Staley. I don't
Yeah. Right on.
know what it was about that guy's voice, but you were just like,
Yeah.
what? And it's not replicable. Is that the
I
word?
mean, yeah, replicable. Yeah. I think it's funny that not a lot of people really knew this until they saw like live footage, but Jerry Cantrell actually harmonized all the leads with Lane Staley.
Hmm.
So all of those vocals were and I mean they may have been doubling his voice too, but a lot of that is just it's him and Jerry Cantrell. It's not really a double vocal.
Right.
And they sound really similar. Like if you listen to like I Cut You In and stuff like that Jerry's done on his solo stuff after Lane passed.
He just didn't have the unique. Lane's voice was so unique.
Yeah, yeah.
And Jerry's is great. I love Alice in Chains. Would never crap on that band.
Right.
It's just sometimes there's these artists that we keep saying it because we talk about Janis Joplin that are their own thing, and
Yeah.
they just get to be special. And
Yeah.
it's really hard, which is the problem you and I are going to constantly run into, to even pinpoint what makes some of these vocalists special because it's like
Sure.
just a feeling or a vibe.
One thing that I was gonna say, and I either forgot or whatever, I don't know, but when you listen to Brain Dead by Sunday, there's very obvious at the very least period of time influences.
Mhm.
Like there's definitely good 80s in the guitar. There's late 90s and early 2000s metal in the overall sound, like the
Yep.
bass sound of it.
Hmm.
Um, but that is not really a knock because
Mm.
it's not 1926. You know, Louis, you don't get Louis Armstrong inventing scat. You know, it's just
Is that even a good?
not how it works anymore. You know, oh come on, Louis
Yeah,
Armstrong. You know,
no, 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 not as a
rhythmic.
person.
No, no,
Scat.
I'm just saying rhythmic vocal. But I mean, he invented rhythmic vocals. You know, it's just nobody really sang like a drummer
I
until
see where
Louis
you're
Armstrong.
going with
You
it.
know,
It's not so much the gibberish words they were
right, right,
saying. It
right.
was him in a rhythm in a
Yeah.
okay.
Well,
Yeah,
you
yeah, yeah.
know how he invented scat though? It's very funny. He was doing this song called Heebie Jeebies, and he was recording it in the studio, and he felt the vibe. He felt like he was, doing really
Mhm.
well. And then the lyric sheet fell on the floor. And rather than stop the recording session, he just started going shoobity doobity bop bop shoot bop bop. That's how he invented scat.
Hmm.
And that's amazing to be that
Yeah,
creative, just
absolutely.
and start a whole freaking art form because you dropped your paper on the ground.
Yeah. And
It's
then
just
later on,
nuts. Yeah.
Korn brought that
Hey, in a completely different way.
right. I'm not a Korn fan.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
was that
yeah.
first album. I
Right.
was just like, what is this?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And then I don't know if it's when they figured out their sound and
Right.
it just stopped being for me.
Right. What is it? Freak on a leash? Where they're
That weird video.
is
Yeah,
that
yeah.
where? Yeah, yeah,
The
yeah.
scat, he does that a lot, and I
Okay.
find it annoying when he does it.
Right. I mean, I like that little break in Freak on a Leash, but Freak on a Leash. That first that first album's awesome.
Oh yeah.
The second one I think is pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really like the song "Good God." It's a great tune, man.
On which
I think that's
on
on
Life is
Life is
Peachy?
Peachy. Yeah, yeah. And No Place to Hide. I think that
Yeah.
they've got songs off every album that you can pick, you
Hmm.
know. But as far as like a whole piece of music, that first album, dude. Holy crap.
They I'm trying to remember. I think I've seen them live twice now.
Wow. Okay.
And I don't remember liking them live.
Yeah.
And
Huh.
I wonder if it's because I just didn't like them. So I was like,
Right.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I know one of the times was maybe Lollapalooza, it might have been Ozfest, but
Okay.
Tool were supposed to play. They were
So
supposed
you
to
were
headline,
pissed. Yeah.
and then they didn't, and
Right.
Korn ended up being the final band. So for
Oh
me,
man.
I was like, what do you mean I have to sit through this and not Tool? So I wonder if I just tuned them out.
So with you being a massive Tool fan, I want to let you know about this because it's very, very cool. Um, there was this metal show back home, uh,
Be
called Last
specific.
Exit,
What do you mean a show?
like on the radio.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, it's called Last Exit for the Lost. It still actually is a thing, and you can listen to it on the internet now. But
Ooh.
they used to give out a box of stuff,
Hmm.
and I mean, they would give it out a couple times a week sometimes. They ran every Saturday night, and basically you called in, you go get a box of stuff.
Hmm.
And I won it so many times, dude. Like I don't, and it would be this giant box of promotional materials. But Zoo Entertainment apparently confiscated a
Hmm.
bootleg concert of Tool in England,
Hmm.
and they released it as a promo only thing just for radio stations and stuff. And that was in one of my boxes of stuff.
So what I'm hearing is you
Yeah.
used to have all this great Tool promo merch and you lost
Yeah.
it.
No, I still have that tape. I still have
Oh,
the VHS tape of that. Yeah.
the VHS tape?
It's a VHS tape. Yeah.
I got to
Yeah.
see that.
Yeah. Right on, man. I still have it.
We're going to have to get together soon anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. And there was actually two Tool promo things in that. And the other one was it had the video for Hush.
Oh yeah.
It
With
had the
the
video with the yeah, the
yeah, they just
what are
stand
those
there
things
and the
called that you drop in water? When you have a cold. Alka-Seltzer.
Alka-Seltzers.
Yeah, with the Alka-Seltzer at the
I
end.
thought for
It
Hush they
looked
just stood there with the
right,
tape
but
on.
then they don't actually take the tape off.
Hmm.
What looks like I'm assuming it's Alka-Seltzer starts bubbling out of their mouth and pushing the tape off. And then at the end of the video, Maynard's kind of just letting the Alka-Seltzer stuff run. It looks like what Alka-Seltzer looks like if you just put it in your mouth. I've seen people do that before. That's
Do
why
you
I assumed
know
it was Alka-Seltzer.
Do you know much about well, I'm thinking about Adam Jones specifically, like what he
Sure.
does when he's not, or what he used to do when he's not in Tool?
He's a special effects guy or something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
On I can only name two that I remember: Jurassic Park,
Okay.
Terminator 2.
Ah,
So he was a serious
yeah,
special
sure.
effects guy. He's
Sure.
got credits and all that. So it kind of makes sense, which plays right back into us talking about videos.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, that so I mean, honestly, um that Tool thing is really cool. And I've still got a bunch of CDs that I got out of those boxes too. I don't have any of the posters anymore, but
I would have just loved the finding new music.
so much new music, dude. So much cool new music. Like, not to brag about this, but I found out about Limp Bizkit before before they were super popular because I won a copy of Counterfeit Countdown, which is an EP that has a bunch of different remixes of the song Counterfeit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I won that in one of my boxes of stuff.
I
And
don't know how Limp Bizkit got into my orbit and group of friends, which is funny
probably
because I
Nookie.
say I always hear. No, it's before that. It was
Okay.
that out. Probably my buddy Marcus,
Yeah, yeah.
but it was okay. The
Yeah.
first album, I've seen them live a couple times. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
the thing about that first album is the lyrics are terrible. Fred Durst can't write
He's
lyrics
terrible.
to save his life.
No, that's not fair. I'm not a fan of his style.
I'm not a fan of the lyrics that Fred Durst writes.
Right.
But that album is so loud and so aggressive that it didn't matter. I
Hmm.
feel like the biggest mistake or the thing that made me not want to listen to them anymore was when they amped up the production and started making pop songs, but still started singing things like, I'm like a chainsaw, I'll skin your ass raw.
Right. Right.
That's when, it's like, yeah, dude, this
But
doesn't work for me anymore.
that cover of Faith goes hard.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That whole album, $3 bill is, I really like Counterfeit.
Mhm.
I like oh, what is the song where they're like he's doing the worm thing that little kids do. Nobody loves me, everybody hates me, I guess I'll go eat worms. He's
Worms. Yeah.
actually singing that in one of the songs. Maybe Stuck? Is it Stuck? You're bad
Maybe.
luck. You but I like that song too. Like but yeah, the dude literally in one of the songs on that album is singing "Nobody loves me, everybody
Right.
hates me. I guess I'll go eat worms." He's literally singing that.
Right.
So
It's juvenile,
yeah, yeah, for
or
sure.
that's how I perceived it.
Oh, it
And
definitely is.
I never felt that. I don't know if it's weird or whatever, but I always wondered, it's like, Fred, does he need to come out of the closet? What? Because every album is a weird reference to,
Butts.
yeah, or what that community would say to each other.
Yeah.
Queer as a $3 bill.
Right, right,
And I
right,
was just like, either he thinks it's funny,
right.
but then are you just making fun of that community? Or does he just need to
Yeah, I don't know. I I
yeah,
know.
it's just a weird something's wrong with my brain
I
type
know
thing.
Fred Durst looks kind of like me now, and I don't really like that.
No, I don't see it at all.
He's got like the long goatee and the gray hair and whatnot now.
There's uh a lot of bands in my mind that
Yeah,
became characters of themselves.
sure, sure,
And I
sure.
don't think Brain Dead by Sunday is going to be one of those bands. There's just too much diversity and
Yeah, yeah. I think part of that is too that I mean they have a legitimate relationship. It's a father and a daughter.
mhm.
There's a genuineness to their music,
And if
and
she's young, she might
right,
not be discovering her voice yet, confident in her voice yet,
right,
but it's
right,
going to happen.
right. Absolutely. Yeah, and I mean her voice is already really powerful.
Hmm.
Like that's one of the two things, and I mean obviously like it's their music, but the two things that stick out to me the most are her voice and the tasteful solos, like the guitar work.
Mhm.
You know, so
I
that's
just want to hear her let go.
yeah,
Just raw. Show us what you can do musically, powerfully, or something like that. Because I know it's there.
yeah, for sure,
You can hear
dude.
it.
I want to let people know about this because we talked a little bit about female vocalists before.
Mhm.
There was a band in the '80s called Princess Pang. They were like a Norwegian band with a female lead singer. The lead singer was from New York City.
Mhm.
Her name is Jenny Foster. They only made one album, and then everyone in the freaking band disappeared. But that one album and that woman's voice, dude, you want to talk about a woman with power in her voice? Holy mackerel!
I'll have to
Listen to
check
that
them out.
Princess Pang album. Yeah, yeah, man, it's so good.
Well, there's
It's so
probably a
good.
lot of those uh bands, especially back then, 80s,
Yeah,
90s. I
yeah,
wonder if it's perception, but I felt like there weren't as many women in that time doing anything. Or
yeah,
maybe they
yeah.
just weren't doing the grunge or that, so it didn't get pushed forward.
Right, right. Well, I mean, you had L7 and Hole. If you want to talk the '90s, L7, Hole, PJ Harvey.
PJ Harvey.
But
She's interesting, man.
yeah, definitely, dude. I mean,
No,
when she,
there's a Poe.
oh, sure, yeah, yeah.
I think I just
I have
confused those
Poe's two
two. So
albums.
go ahead with your story, and then I'll bring up the Poe thing, and you might be able
Oh
to
no,
fix
I
it.
was gonna say like PJ Harvey, when she first came out, you could kind of relate it to something along the lines of like Husker Du or something like that. But she just kept taking her music in such weird directions. You
Taxi
know,
Cab Confessional. Uh,
Dashboard Confessional.
no, no, no. Taxi
No,
Cab.
okay.
They didn't get popular,
I'm like,
but
what?
they
Dashboard
had
Confessional? Okay,
Taxi Cab.
interesting.
Oh, I can't remember. I'll look it up in a bit. What
Okay,
I was going to say either about PJ Harvey, but I
yeah.
think it's about Poe.
Poe. Poe was like an electronic artist with like a really whispery voice who sang
Her
about
brother
like
wrote a book
yeah, yeah,
called
yeah. Her
House of
brother's kind of
Leaves.
famous. Yeah, yeah.
It wasn't a very good book, but it was
Oh, okay,
very artistic the way he presented it. It started going crazy, like the way it was written and arranged on the pages as
okay.
the subject started going crazy.
Oh,
One of
interesting.
her albums goes with that book.
I wonder if it's the one with Angry Johnny on it.
I don't know. I guess I could Google it as we're talking, but it seems like I should be focusing more on. But for
Yeah,
some reason,
yeah.
that made me like the book a little bit more because I was like, oh, well, once you put a soundtrack to it, it changes how I
Sure, sure.
enjoy the book, I guess.
Yeah, that's one of the cool things too. I mean, you probably know
The
like
album was called Haunted, the
okay,
one that goes
okay,
with House of Leaves.
okay, cool.
Oh, that
I
taxi
have
cab
that
lady.
album. I
Go
have that
ahead with
one.
what you were saying. You were getting ready to ask me something.
Oh yeah. Okay. So what were we talking about? Oh
Taxi
yeah.
Cab
So
Messiah? Go ahead.
what's
I'm
that?
sorry.
Okay.
Taxi
Um,
Cab Messiah?
I don't know. I don't think I ever heard of him, man.
I
But
think you would like him if I. Oh, wait a minute. The band is called the Kidney Thieves.
oh
The
yeah, definitely never
album
heard them.
is called uh, Taxi Cab Messiah.
Okay.
They're they're a little more rock oriented, but they're in that
Right.
vein of Poe and PJ
Yeah, you know
Harvey.
what? Actually,
I can't remember.
there's a band called VNV, and I think Kidney Thieves and VNV did like a remix together or something like that.
Maybe.
Now that I'm thinking about it, because VNV is one of those bands too, one of those
Mhm.
Sister Machine Gun,
Yep.
got bands like that. Yeah, Sister Machine Gun did a cover of "Shoot to Thrill" by AC/DC, I believe was the one that they covered. Might be TNT, but I think it's "Shoot to Thrill," and it's perfect. It does. You would never know it's Sister Machine Gun. It's just
I
like,
wish I could remember the girl, lady, woman's name so I could give her credit. I have one of these like electronic kind of female singing artists
uh,
covering Motley Crue's Live Wire,
interesting.
and it's her
Okay.
song now.
Yeah,
Done.
sure, sure.
And I wish I could think of her name so I could put it out there. She could get credit.
Yeah,
But that's kind of electronica, and I really got into that. So,
Right. Just like Kids in America. That's the Muffs song.
oh yeah,
Yeah. I think we talked about that already on the podcast, but yeah. The
there's so
kids
many.
Yeah, Kids in America belongs to the Muffs. It is no longer Kim Wilde's song.
Right,
But
it happens.
yeah,
It's just
yeah.
the artistic.
Well, Torn. Did you know Torn was a cover by Natalie Imbruglia?
Yeah, it's a 10,000 Maniacs song, right?
No, no, it's by a band that like I want to say it was Econoline Crush. It was a
Okay.
band that like was not popular, but people were like, "This is such a great song. We need to give this to someone who can sell it."
Yeah.
And Natalie Eden Swap was the band.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. It's an Eden Swap song,
I
and
guess that could kind of bring us up to what I started or what I asked the last time that words are hard.
yeah,
If you could pick a cover for Brain Dead by Sunday, do you have one in
Mm,
mind? Did anything stand out to you where you would really like to hear their take on?
man. So, I mean, the obvious ones like One Step Closer, um, Bring Me to
Really?
Life.
By Linkin Park?
Yeah, yeah, by Linkin Park. Yeah,
I'd love to hear him try at least. That's
yeah.
interesting.
I think Bring Me to Life, Heaven's a Lie. I'd like to
Ooh,
hear
Heaven's
any of
Alive.
those. Yeah,
Can I wonder if Joseph can sing
right, right.
because there's that other guy in Lacuna Coil.
Yeah, and I mean, there's male vocals in Bring Me to Life too, but
Right, but not quite as
you could work around it. You know what I mean?
operatic
Yeah,
as
sure.
in Lacuna Coil.
Yeah, but I mean, she could always double her voice too and just do both parts, and
Yeah, but then you're cheating, and how does that transfer live?
See, I used to be like that too until I realized how amazing Pink Floyd was.
Fair,
You can do stuff in the studio and have to switch it up live.
fair.
I think that was one of the reasons why I didn't like Soundgarden too in the beginning because I was like,
Because
"There's
it's
no
raw.
way they can do this stuff live." But
They
who
did.
cares?
Rage
Well,
Against the Machine. I
oh
remember hearing that for the first time and it says specifically in the liner notes, all
yeah,
sounds made by, and I'm just like,
Tom
no,
Morello is a freaking revolutionary, dude. The stuff that he could do with a guitar, not even normal. Not like how?
right.
Not
He
even.
when you bring up Tom Morello
Yeah,
now,
right.
I
His
don't
folk stuff.
know
Oh, okay.
him. Boy, this is weird. So I was listening to some podcast, probably some tinfoil. It was Tinfoil Hat podcast, which is the comedian Sam Tripoli.
Okay.
And he had a guy on talking about, would you call them plants or industry kind of?
Industry plants. I think that's the weirdest. Who
I think some
cares?
of it's out there.
But my whole
And
thing. Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
I think Tom Morello is one of them because
Interesting.
the character he is presenting forward is very vaguely blue, blue
Okay.
team, whatever.
Yeah.
It's almost, but he's saying, "Oh, I'm a revolutionary and I'm go, go, go."
Yeah.
But then you see the stuff that he's actually into supporting, like real communism, and
Right.
it's so like acceptable right now. It feels fake to me. It
Okay.
feels like, and this happened, it has happened quite a bit with the CIA and all that, and music, and them creating and running artists.
Right.
And I just
So
thought that's a neat little
yeah, yeah. Well, when I said revolutionary, I meant the stuff that he did with a guitar, not his politics.
right.
First of all, and my thing is, okay, so I look at industry plants as a different thing. I didn't know you were. And I mean, what you were saying is definitely an industry plant, but a lot of people say like, record companies or Yeah, record companies will give these artists personalities, or
Mhm.
managers will give these artists
That
personalities.
absolutely happens.
Yeah, and but my thing is, I love the Monkees.
Fair.
You know, I love the Archies. The Archies aren't even a real freaking band.
The Archies.
The Archies. So you know
What?
Archie, right? From the
The
comic books.
okay, yeah.
In the '60s, Archie had a band,
What?
and they put out albums. Dude, do you know the song "Sugar Sugar"? Sugar.
Yeah.
That's the Archies. That was supposed to be Archie, the comic book character, singing that song. That
What?
was a #1 freaking hit by a band that was not real. Like, it was not even, you know.
Well, you had Milli Vanilli.
I didn't like Milli Vanilli though, but yeah,
Yeah, but it
yeah,
came out that the people singing
right.
it what
We're
didn't
not.
look
Yeah, they
good
were
or
like
something.
fat people or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Everybody Dance Now, the CNC Music Factory song.
What about it?
Different chick. Not the chick on the cover, not the chick in the videos.
I think I did know that.
An older, heavy black woman.
Didn't have the look they wanted. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
So
did know
they
that.
just had this fake model pretend that she was singing the song.
We're
So
not going to run into that talking about all these up and coming bands and underground
yeah,
bands.
this is all yeah.
It's going to
Yeah.
be what we want out of it,
Yeah, 100%.
thankfully.
Yeah. Yeah. If we ever accidentally review an AI band, I'm gonna be so pissed.
Dude, oh, I go back and forth, right?
Yeah.
Don't if you do create with AI, like I obviously a couple of these fun little covers I did are AI, but
Sure,
I
sure,
couldn't
sure.
imagine sitting down making a song with AI and then saying this is my song. No,
Right.
it's not.
I mean, dude, or would you take this, my background, and
Hmm.
say that you drew it?
No,
Right.
I didn't
Right.
even create it.
Right.
I told something, hey, I like this cover. I have this goofy whatever. I have this
Yeah.
podcast. I'm a nerd, so I'd like to
Yeah.
watch, and it did it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Yeah. Yeah.
way different than sitting down and taking what's up here.
Right.
So that's where I kind of like, oh, we should stay away from AI as far as creativity.
Yeah.
Then I hear stuff like somebody took a 50 Cent song and
Uh-huh.
put it like it was in the 60s. It was all
That,
AI, but
yeah.
man, was it phenomenal.
Yeah, that stuff can be fun for a while, but it gets old,
Yeah.
honestly. I used to listen to that stuff. Have you heard the country songs?
I'm not a big fan of country music, so it would depend on
Okay,
which songs.
so there's this website, and I mean, or actually this YouTube channel called Band Vinyl,
Hmm.
and they play band country songs, but they're all AI created,
That's
and it's
funny.
like super dirty stuff. And I was into Band Vinyl for a while. I was listening to it, and I mean they have millions of listeners. Like, but after a while, I was just like, all of this sounds kind of the same, and the fact that it was not made by a human at all is
Right.
irritating. So
I kind of get it. For a while, do you remember Richard Cheese?
yeah, 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 I love Richard
For a
Cheese.
while there, me and my friend Lauren, who's unfortunately gone now,
Yeah,
uh, whatever you say, rest in peace. I miss that girl.
sure.
She was good people.
Yeah, man.
Would take any song we could think of and try to turn it into a swing song.
That's awesome.
I can't pull up a swing beat out of my head right now,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's just
Come fly with me.
yeah, for a while it was just funny and it was neat, and then the
Yeah,
gimmick wore off. No, I'm sorry, for me it wore off.
yeah.
And I guess what I was getting at is sometimes in music there are little gimmicks like that where for a while you're like, I love this, I'm
Right,
so in, and then after a
right.
while you're like, you know what, this is kind of gimmicky.
Yeah. I have
No
thought
offense.
about.
Hmm.
Oh, go ahead, man.
No, go ahead. I was just saying no offense to the artist, but
Yeah,
it, the gimmicks, and I don't like comedy
right.
songs.
We talked about that. Yeah,
Yeah, so
and I do.
yeah,
So I love Spinal Tap. I love Stephen Lynch. I love Guar.
Guar.
Like,
Yeah,
yeah, I love all that stuff.
I get it.
Yeah,
I'd
but
go see Guar right now. I wouldn't put in an
I mean,
album,
yeah, yeah.
but if they were playing tomorrow for affordable, I'd probably go. They're
Sure,
awesome.
sure, sure. Yeah, but I have thought about, because I'm 51
Hmm.
and I have all of these songs that I wrote that I recorded one in a studio
Hmm.
and it sounded amazing, and then it got lost because it was on MySpace, and I
Right.
made a very limited number of CDs, and for some reason no one that I gave the CDs to has them anymore, including me. So
Right.
so I have thought about laying down some of my favorite songs, vocal tracks, and then getting AI to make music for the background.
Oh, interesting.
Um, but then musicians who I've talked to are like, it's harder, but go find a musician to play it
Right.
because there's no soul in that. There's no, you know what I mean? They're like, if you want to demo it with your vocals and show
Hmm.
people like how you want the song to be structured or whatever, fine. But don't just have a machine, a computer make the music and just call it a day.
That's probably the same theory as don't have AI create you a picture, then take it to your tattoo artist. Sure, they'll do
Mhm.
it,
Yeah.
but you're cutting out the magic again. You're cutting out
Yeah.
the human to human. You're cutting out the soul of it.
Yeah, brother. So if my tattoo artist hears this, my apologies. But I have a tattoo of Lobo that
Mhm.
at this point I am almost positive is AI. I I think that I took a picture of it and fed it
Mhm.
to Chat GPT and they said it looks like AI.
Like
Because
he, how would you?
so he went to an AI program and said, create Lobo tattoos.
Oh, huh.
Because I've done that before, trying to find a good one.
Right.
Um, but
Maybe it was more like he wanted to make sure you liked it, and if
yeah.
he's not a fan of Lobo, then he's like, I don't know what to put into it. I'm not.
Well, here's the thing that both me and ChatGPT kind of made us think. It's got the red thing around his eye like Kratos has,
Mm,
and ChatGPT will confuse things like that.
all
Or not
the
Chat, but
time.
AI will confuse things like that. Yeah, and his skin has like a really like blue tint to it, and Lobo is just white. You know, there's no blue.
It's kind of
So
grayish.
yeah,
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 but fair.
but
He's not blue.
yeah. So I mean, and I love the tattoo, dude. And when people look at it, they always either think it's Rob Zombie or Lobo. So it does its job.
Right.
One person thought it was Kratos, and I was like, and I'm not familiar with God of War, so
Hmm.
I didn't realize why until I looked the dude up. It's because he literally has that red thing on his eye that
Right.
Kratos has.
He's
Yeah,
bald.
yeah, yeah. Well, no, he's not bald. See here, let me
Lobo's not bald.
see.
What?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
Lobo?
yeah. I mean, if you pull back and really look at it, I mean, it's
Yeah. Now that you pointed it out,
yeah.
maybe that's supposed to be blood.
See, I'm gonna pretend it's supposed to be blood, but it totally, especially on the picture, it 100% looked like Kratos's thing.
It's still a cool design.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
like it and everything, but I see what you're saying. So it makes you wonder if AI,
yeah.
and if he's not a Lobo fan, if
Right.
AI was like blah 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 blah, and this is what
Yeah,
you get.
yeah. And I love the tattoo, dude. Don't I love Lobo, so I'm really happy that I've got him on there. You know. Um, but then, so the talking about tattoos, why not? So the tattoo on my other arm, you have a million, but the tattoo
Yeah.
on my other arm, which you
Mobius,
yes,
Morbius.
Morbius, right. And it's done in like the 70s style
Hmm.
and it's messier, but I love it. You know, I mean it looks like Morbius
Yeah,
from a 70s comic. So
like
yeah.
yeah, artistically accurate or however you want to say it.
Yeah, yeah. So
I think all my comic characters are each and the big Deadpool is realistic. The
right.
little ones like John Constantine and Conquer from Conquer's Bad Fur Day.
Okay.
Yeah, oh yeah, okay.
Yeah. Nice.
Are more art cartoony looking.
Sure, sure, sure.
So I don't really have to worry about does this look like the
Right, right.
character or not. And I've gotten real lucky and been able to be friends with some amazing
Yeah.
tattoo artists.
Yeah. Well, we've talked
So,
about DC a couple times, and that Captain America tattoo that he has, holy shit, dude. Man, it's so good. Like,
and the guy that did it,
yeah.
uh, I've seen him work. I've watched him take the machine
Uh,
and do a tattoo, but then you see it and you're like, how?
right.
He
Yeah.
was, unfortunately, he's passed too. So,
Oh,
all kinds of love to that guy.
yeah.
His art and many of these artists, what they're creating with a simple machine, not simple, but a machine,
Right.
it's phenomenal. And
Yeah,
it kind of ties
absolutely.
into music too, because what's
Yeah.
one thing our musicians always were? Tatted out.
Yep. Yeah, man. Yep. I mean, it's funny because like even like pop stars.
Hmm.
I remember when I don't remember who it was, but there's a pop star who has a tattoo of a music note behind her ear.
Hmm.
And it was the first tattoo she got. I think she's got more now, but I can't remember who it was. But I was just like, "Oh, man, we got a little music note behind your ear, like cute." But yeah, man, music is an expression, and tattoos are an expression.
Yeah,
And it
it's the
makes
art.
sense, that it would cross over. So
Yep. And every artist I've sat down with, because I have pieces that take hours,
yeah, yeah,
we always end up on music every time.
right,
Like the
sure,
great
sure,
unifier.
absolutely, yeah, man. I would love to get more or finish what I've got before I get out of this world because
You better start working a
that's
whole lot.
oh dude, I know. I mean, I don't know. Money might next couple months, money might get a little better, but I have debt that I need to take care of too. So hey,
Yeah.
how's it going? Welcome to the Keith's Life Sucks portion of the My Taste in Music Sucks podcast.
I
Sorry.
think everybody gets it,
My
right?
life doesn't suck, to be completely honest, dude. I have a pretty decent life,
You
honestly.
just have to work harder to get
Yeah,
more. I
yeah,
don't know.
yeah.
But
Right on.
music ties into that too, because
Yeah,
there's tons of songs out there that are about just that. Just get to work. Just
dude. Speaking. Oh
go,
man,
no, go ahead.
speaking of that kind of music, right after we got off the podcast, I listened to Born in the USA like 4 times. Of course, I know Downbound Train.
Right.
You know, yeah. Like as soon as it started, I was like, "Oh yeah, man!" It's
Man, that
actually
song
one of my favorite songs
hits
on the
me.
album. I just didn't know the name of it. So
That
yeah,
middle part, I don't even think there's any music in it. I think it's
yeah,
just Bruce singing about running through it.
yeah,
Who does it? You feel it. You're like, oh, I'm not even there, and my heart's breaking.
yeah, man. Dude, if there's anybody in music who does everything right, friggin' Bruce Springsteen. You know,
Knows who he, or well, I was gonna say he knows who he is, but he's
yeah,
not blue collar. He's not. He'll say
right,
it. He's not that at all.
right.
But
But just the he knows what character he's presenting,
yeah,
and he knows how to put a song together. He knows how to sequence a freaking album. I mean, I don't know how much influence he has on that stuff, but I would assume he's got some. He's Bruce freaking
probably
Springsteen.
all.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
You
no,
know?
no, because he plays with guys that are
Right.
serious. Who's the bandana guy that always?
Oh, Steven, little Stevie.
Yep.
Yeah,
And what the drummer who was
yeah.
on Tonight Show or one of those
Oh,
bald.
Weinsberg, right? Max
That's his.
Weinsberg.
No, that's his son.
Really? I thought
That
Max
was in
Weinsberg was the
Slipknot.
guy.
That's Max, right?
Max
This guy you're
Weinsberg.
thinking of, why? Maybe it is. His son was in Slipknot
Oh,
before
wow.
this new guy.
Okay.
Maybe his name's Jay Weinberg.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, Max is the guy who played with Bruce, though.
Yeah,
He
and he
talks about
played.
it all the time when he played. He was the drummer for Conan O'Brien's band, and
Was
he
it
talks
Conan's
about it.
band
Yeah,
or
and he
was
talked
it?
about
Yeah.
it all the time when he
Hmm.
was on Conan O'Brien.
Yep, that's
Um,
exactly where I was going with that.
and Clarence, you know,
Tom, the
The Clarence Clemens, the sax player.
saxophone. Yeah,
Yeah, he passed away a few years
yeah,
ago.
died early, right?
Yeah, yeah,
That makes me think of, and it ties into music. One
yeah.
of my two of my absolute favorite movies ever. Why
Which
did
one?
I just draw a blank? My God.
Oh man.
The first one's based off a book. I think you
Okay.
saw me reading the book, and you're like, I didn't even know Eddie and the Cruisers.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Yeah.
That
Love that movie.
Yep, that saxophone player in there kind of mirrors.
Yeah. John Cafferty and the Beaver Brown Band was a great, and they're from Jersey too. They're
That's why they didn't
great
get
freaking,
famous. They sounded too much
much
like,
like Bruce Springsteen. Yeah. Yeah, dude.
which is
There's a
dumb.
whole
I
bunch of
love On the
bands like
Dark
that.
Side.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That album's great. I have the CD. I had the tape, or I mean the vinyl when I was a
Yeah.
kid. I had the album when I was a kid. It's so funny because somebody convinced me that Eddie and the Cruisers was a true story, and then I told all my friends that it was a true story, and then I looked like an idiot because it's not a true story.
Well,
But
back in the day before we had the internet, you could
yeah.
remember Richard Gere and the Gerbil?
Oh Lord,
Yeah.
everyone in the gerbil. Richard
Yeah.
Gere, Rod Stewart, John Bon Jovi. Apparently, they all did things with gerbils. It's ridiculous, dude.
And you were just like, well, yeah, of course they did.
Of course they did. Yeah, why wouldn't they do that? It's
Uh,
gross.
I wonder how much of that, what's the word, opulent or whatever, that over the top rock star antics has
Yeah,
just gone away.
yeah, I don't know. I mean,
Because everybody
Ozzy
knows where it
Osbourne,
leads.
yeah, Ozzy Osbourne started a freaking line of ants. But here's the thing, dude, rock, like not as much rock stars, but hip hop, which is kind of the new rock. Those guys are overdosing every other day.
I know.
Even the like I get notes, like I get news alerts on my phone, and
Hmm.
I'm constantly seeing, like Atlanta rapper, somebody overdosed at 27. I'm just like,
Hmm.
what? Like it's constant, dude.
Or
Um, or
banging out in the
right,
streets, gang banging.
yeah, got shot by somebody or whatever, dude.
I obviously we both appreciate all forms of music,
Absolutely, yeah,
but I wonder if there's not a point where some of these hip hop artists aren't obligated to do the opposite, to turn around and tell these young men, you can do better. You
right,
can get out of this.
right.
Money, cars, hoes. Sorry, ladies. The more gross aspects of that, you
Yeah,
can just let that go.
yeah. I mean, but look at what happened with Jay Z, right? So he was rapping about streets because that's what he knew. He was a drug dealer. And then when he got famous, he started rapping about how hot his wife was and how much money he had and what a good CEO he had. And people started calling him a sellout. He was just being real. He was rapping about his life now, So it's like you almost have to endorse that lifestyle for people to
Hmm.
get into your music, and that sucks,
Yeah, that's
you know?
the trap of it. Like,
Yeah,
because that's what the industries are going to push out. I don't
yeah,
know. And it could just be that I'm so removed from that whole environment that I just have
sure.
no idea what it's like to be some of these young guys that don't have nothing. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? Literally don't have nothing. If you
yeah,
don't have nothing and parents are in that, parents are gone, be it moms, dads, they're just gone. Man, the only
yeah,
thing you can do, or let me when we're young, right? We're
right,
searching. We
right.
want to find something for us, or at least I did. And if all they know is this, you got to sell drugs or you don't eat.
Right,
And of
right.
course, if that guy disrespects you, you have to deal with him before. If that's all they know, it's like,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I start to hear that more and more in hip hop, and it kind of makes me sad. I'm like, listen to this guy's skill. He's
Right.
obviously got talent.
Right.
Why, or not why or whatever, just please stop wasting it on the crazy stuff.
The negativity, yeah, yeah, yeah,
But you know what? Then you get other bands like the four we've been talking about that
yeah.
are not doing that. So
Right.
maybe it just comes
And
from understanding the expressions.
we should try to find some hip hop music that's not, you know, to
You know
review on
what?
here.
I have a friend, his name's Roger, that knows some. regional, local, I don't know how you want to word that, hip hop
Sure.
artists,
Yeah,
I could
yeah.
reach out to him
Okay. Cool.
because I think he gets the how I don't relate to the gangster rap of it. So he
Right.
would point us to artists that are more I don't know, more positive or more
Yeah, yeah.
definitely showing the art and the thing in the hip hop where it's not like they have to express this whatever they feel. It's like,
Yeah, yeah.
oh, I'm using this art form to. It'd be interesting. It'd be hard to talk about because the themes can be so dark.
Yeah, yeah,
But
definitely.
then again, we're going to run into that because we're going to listen to metal. We're going to
Yeah.
listen to. So I guess it's maybe it's actually a good thing to talk about those sort of things.
Yeah, definitely, man. I mean, there's all kinds of music out there. I mean, hopefully we do this for a
Ever.
long time. Yeah, forever until I drop dead.
Right.
And then, so we're gonna hit on a bunch of different stuff.
Yeah.
But man, we might
It'll
as
be
well.
interesting as we continue to go on. Like I'm sure or hopefully Lexi and Joseph from Brain Dead by Sunday
Yeah,
enjoy what we said about them and
I
how
hope so.
we mix it all in, and they would be inclined, if not, hey, I'm not, whatever, to share it or even say to us, like Mark did, hey, maybe you would like blank band
Yeah,
because now I'm sure you've accepted the friend request and everything too.
right,
Mark
sure,
played with another gentleman and they're
right.
calling themselves the Low
Low
Keys.
keys. Yeah, yeah.
And I like it, man.
It's really
And
good. Yeah.
both of those guys are the guy from the main guy in the Low Keys or whatever actually sent me a demo of their next song.
Oh, that's awesome.
Can't share it with anybody because he asked me
Sure,
not to.
sure, sure.
But the point in bringing it up isn't to call him out or nothing. Is just that he was like, I enjoy what you guys are saying and doing so much. I want to know what you think about this.
That's
And the
awesome.
more we talk to different groups and bands and stuff, I'm hoping this is going to happen more and more. And we're going to get to discover just everything,
Yeah,
everything.
yeah. And speaking of stuff like that, Brain Dead by Sunday.
Hmm.
Um, Let me go get these things real quick here. We talked about this last time.
I
Um,
definitely want to get to the point where, and I'm not putting any pressure on anybody or anything, but if they have like a couple t-shirts and a couple albums they would like to send us, I would like to
yeah,
get to the point where if we have enough listeners, we can do something like, all right, guys, shoot us an email or
yeah,
tell us. My idea would be, all right, here you go, guys. Tell me songs I should check out.
right,
And
right,
the
sure,
song I like the most, I will give that person a fun package of stuff.
right on.
Because then
Um,
now, not only are we telling you about this great band, we're
we're
also go rock
yeah,
their shirt now and go
yeah,
show all your friends now. And it's just kind of a
oh,
mm,
yeah. So, Brain Dead by Sunday sent me I would say like 8 copies of their album,
mhm.
which they have is not available uh to buy. Like I think you can probably buy it at their gigs, but it is not up on the internet anywhere. So I kept one for myself,
Mhm.
gave one to my buddy Paul. I'm gonna
Okay.
mail you one, so shoot me your address,
Yeah, I
and
can do that.
I'm gonna mail one to Tyler.
Okay. Yeah,
So
I
that
definitely want one. I mean, I listen to streaming anymore, but that's
yeah,
not the point. The point
right,
is the representation of their art, is the physical
yeah,
representation.
absolutely. So I have 4 copies of this album by Brain Dead by Sunday. If you are into 80s guitar, powerful female vocals, um, the early 2000s metal scene, this you're gonna dig this.
I would think if you're hopefully getting to the point where you're following us and what we're doing,
Yeah,
I encourage everybody every time. I now I'll be doing it every Monday.
yeah,
Here's who we're going to listen to. If you would like to listen to it first, which I recommend, so we're all on the same page.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. But yeah, just leave a comment on either the YouTube video or the video on Spotify, or shoot myself.
I'll
Well, yeah,
take
shoot.
messages if you
Yeah,
find me.
if you can find Icon, shoot him a message.
I'm out
Uh,
there.
yeah, he promotes the heck out of the podcast. So, but shoot us a message, give us your address, and I got 4 of these to give away.
Absolutely.
So we will send you out a copy of Brain Dead by Sunday.
I like the art.
It's
It's
really cool. Yeah,
I wonder what else they're gonna do. Like
I don't know.
it's such a little taste. No, it's not little, it's a great taste, but
Yeah,
it
but
makes you want
36 minutes, like
yeah,
it's
more.
so it goes by so quick, and like yeah, I can't wait to hear what's next for sure.
Yeah, agreed. They're
Yeah,
only gonna grow. And hopefully they get around here and we can go and
yeah,
check them out and then at least meet them in person. Hi, it's nice to meet you. It's good
yeah,
to
definitely.
finally.
Yeah. So next week we are going to do I gotta bring up that name of the album again.
Is it the one we didn't really talk about it. You
Yeah.
posted about it and I said, "Oh, are we going to do that?"
Yeah, let's do it, man.
Yeah,
We are going to do the album. Sorry, give me 1 second.
we're learning.
Right Where I Should Be by Jen Christie. And Jen Christie is from Bloomington, Indiana.
Okay.
So she's pretty local.
Mm-hmm.
Um, she has she's been putting out albums for a while. You can buy some of them on her website, some of them are streaming platform. Um, man, she's really, really hard to categorize. Like
Interesting.
the first thing that comes to mind, I suppose, is just pop, but it's in a bigger sense. Like there's soul mixed in, there's some folk influences, so just calling it pop seems like it's almost doing it a disservice. So yeah, it's a
It's getting
really
harder,
yeah,
or better, however you want to word that, to categorize bands because so many
yeah,
bands are like, yeah, I'm not even interested in being in a box of any sort.
sure, sure. And I think this is Jen's first album in 10 years.
Hmm.
So it's been a while since she went in the studio. Um, but I actually um have her first album. I just when I first moved to Indy, I don't remember how I heard her, but when I first moved to Indy, I heard some of her music, and I picked up her first album, which I got forever ago. I'm trying to look and see if I can figure out when that came out.
I was wondering how you got it because we have PT Hustler, right?
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
Lives in Bloomington.
Oh right, sure.
So as soon as you said Bloomington, I was like, oh, that's close enough to get down and watch her play sometime.
Oh sure, yeah,
And
and I
then,
mean
of
she plays
course,
all over the place too, like in around around the state. So
I'm looking forward to it.
yeah, it's gonna be fun.
The fun thing for me, the fun thing about this is if someone would have tried to sell me, not sell as in money, but you know what I mean, to convince me to check out, we'll go with this lady you're talking about here.
Jen Christie, yeah,
Yeah, I'd probably be like, it doesn't sound like my genre. I'm cool.
right,
But now it's like, all right, I'm gonna listen. I
yeah,
have to listen because I want to be able to hear what they're trying to say and all that stuff.
yep,
So it's just like there's gonna be a lot of times where I will be so outside my comfort zone that it's going to be interesting because I'm gonna
yeah,
be so open and discovering new genres that I like.
yeah, definitely.
So
One
I'm
cool thing that Jen does is she does a Tina Turner review.
those
Yeah,
legs.
right on. Yeah, and I mean, I'm pretty sure the last time she did it, she was in like New York City or something like that. I mean,
So
she
she sings Tina Turner.
yeah, yeah, she goes and sings Tina Turner. Yep,
All right.
and she does her thing, man. So
That's you gotta have skill
oh
and
yeah,
lady
oh yeah,
balls.
yeah.
I don't know, but
Well,
Tina Turner is no joke.
yeah, definitely. So before we hop out of here, I did want to say this back when we were talking about Janis Joplin.
Hmm.
Sophia Ramos, who replaced Janis Joplin for like a tour of Germany
In Big Brother.
in Big Brother, phenomenal vocalist. Phenomenal. Oh my gosh, what an amazing singer. We were talking about underrated female singers who like don't at some point
Did
during the
she go
podcast.
on to do more?
She's a New York City girl, so she does a lot of stuff in the city.
Mhm.
Um and she sings background vocals on other people's albums and stuff like that. But she has like a residency in New York. And
Okay.
she also does much, and this is what made me think of it. She does the Janis Joplin review. So where she just sings Janis songs. But yeah,
That
she's got a great voice.
you'd have to.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, Tina Turner. I'm surprised we didn't bring her up earlier when we were talking
Right.
about, because she is pick a
Yeah.
Tina Turner song.
Yeah. Yeah.
Her version of Proud Mary. Actually, I
Oh
think
Lord.
that's the original, is it? And then
That's the original, and
CCR is the
CCR
cover.
redid it. Right.
But well, that was her and
Ike.
yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh,
Yeah.
there's a landmine. But
Man.
her song from Mad Max.
That's what I was thinking. Her, as far as the vocal showcase, we don't need another hero.
That's
Oh
it.
my
Yeah.
Lord, man. Yeah. And she's literally singing about Mad Max.
Yeah.
Like there's lyrical references to the movie in that song, but it's
And
still,
she's in
oh,
the movie.
she is in the movie. It's amazing. Yeah. I loved Mad Max when I was a kid, man.
I do
Not a
too.
Mel Gibson fan, but those movies are killer. Those movies are freaking
What do you mean
awesome.
by not a Mel Gibson fan? Like, he made movies that I like.
He didn't make very many movies that I liked.
That's fair.
I don't know. There's something about the way he acts. Like okay. I feel like when he was doing Mad Max, he
Hmm.
was toned down almost. But I
Hmm.
feel like in most of the roles that he plays, he's very over the top with his emotions and like the way that he reacts to things. And I just don't dig it. It seems like acting to me.
I get it.
And yeah, that's just me. If you love him, love him. You know what I mean? He's a billionaire. So
Another
but
thing,
just
how
not my thing.
music ties into the movies also, and
Yeah.
we might have briefly touched on this last
Yeah.
time. Soundtracks.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Soundtracks used to bang.
Man. Yeah. Yeah.
Judgment Night, dude, that
I
soundtrack.
have that. Yeah. I
Yup.
have the Judgment Night
And I
soundtrack.
think
So
we
good.
mentioned it before. That's how good that album is.
Right.
So this lady this lady woman,
Yeah. Jen
does
Christie, yeah.
yeah, that's going to be interesting because
Yeah, I'm psyched. I've had the album now for a couple days, and I haven't even listened to it yet. But I'm about to listen to it for the first time tonight. I was focusing on Brain Dead by Sunday, so
your I think he's a friend of yours. If
yeah.
not, we got a follower.
Okay.
He asked me about some bands he sent you,
Ryan. Yeah.
and I said I would bring it up and just
Sure.
what
Yeah, I
did
told
you
him as soon as we you know, we'll definitely check him out,
is he in the bands, or is it just like, yo
No, it's
guys,
just
check
music
this
he
out?
likes. Ryan, back when I was promoting shows,
Mm-hmm.
anyone who lived in the Midwest, I added them.
Mm-hmm.
If they liked wrestling, if
Okay.
they were in a wrestling group, if I would go to people's events, and if you said you went to an event, I would add you.
Right.
So like,
Is he one of the boys or is he a fan?
no, he's a fan. Yeah.
Okay. Nothing
So
wrong
I
with that. I was
added,
just
yeah, so I added Ryan back then because he was a wrestling fan. And then he's also like he does like graphic design and stuff like that. And we just I don't really remember how we started DMing each other, but we did. And we're friendly now. We've never met in real life, but he seems like a good dude. And he's really, really into music. So we share playlists and stuff sometimes.
do
And
you know I don't want to throw his last name out here, but
okay.
his first name is Brandon. When
Okay.
he was trying to wrestle, it was Sabotage
Of
Styles. So
course, of
yeah,
course. Yeah, of
I still
course.
call him Sabotage. He
Yeah.
he
He
was
had
just
the
asking
worst
me,
match I'd ever seen live in my life with Fuji.
well,
Fuji and Lash. Do you remember what was Lash's last name? Oh geez.
Lash?
Yeah. one of Billy Rock's kids. No, one of Sean Cook's kids. He was one of Sean Cook's kids. Uh, he went on. He decided to go be a stand up comedian because he didn't want to wrestle anymore. Um,
Hmm.
big
Not ringing
big.
any bells.
He's okay. He's a big kid, hairy chest. Um, yeah, but the three of them had a triple threat, and it was bad. It was
Yeah,
really bad.
me and
But yeah, go
Sabotage
ahead.
used to joke back and forth and play off of Kurt Angle and the world's greatest tag team. That if
Yeah.
we ever teamed up, we'd be the world's worst tag team.
Nice, nice, dude. So he freaking he made a post one time, and I legitimately made him mad, which I didn't know was gonna happen. But he made a post where he was like, what did he say? Give me some bangers to watch, something like that. And I said, too bad I don't have footage of you and Fuji and Lash from the WCWO arena. And he actually got mad at me, and I was like, dude, I was just fucking with you, man. Come on, calm down.
I think
But
Facebook, it's hard to, because him
yeah,
and I
it's
will
hard.
get into fights too, and we're just
Yeah.
arguing basketball.
Right, 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 right,
I think it's hard to tell when it's like you dumb,
right, right, right,
or it's hey you dumb. You know what I mean?
right. Well, the match was so bad, and I think he just didn't want to be reminded that he had a match that freaking bad because it was
I've had bad
bad.
ones, so yeah, we don't want
Yeah,
to.
yeah. It was, dude. It was. So you know how one side of WCWO, it's up against the wall, one side of the ring.
Hmm.
I think it was Fuji went for a suplex and suplexed Brandon into the wall by accident.
Oh,
So it was like half a suplex, and they just kind of fell down. It was so yeah, yeah. It was so bad that Drew, who was booking at the time, sent TJ out with a kendo stick.
oh wow.
And Lash was like, "Okay, I know the deal," and just rolled out of the ring. He was like, "Nobody's hitting me with a kendo stick."
Right. Man, those early years of, and I wasn't very good in the ring.
Yeah,
Whatever. Those
yeah,
early years of learning, that stuff just goes wrong.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
the good thing about the music now is we get the polished, finished, hey, this is it.
Right.
Whereas in the wrestling world, there's a lot of, you see a lot of these guys as they're learning, which is cool,
Yeah.
but also kind of not fair to them.
Yeah, for sure. Like having to, I mean, so one of the things is that I didn't really understand, but that actually makes a lot of sense for a wrestling school. Um, when you put a limit on, like the kids have to be in school for a year before they can take bookings.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Like I didn't get it. I would feel like, oh, they're holding these kids hostage because I wanted to book Ace
Hmm.
way before his year was up.
Right.
But I get it now. You know what I mean? Like just because Ace was probably good enough to work with a veteran on a show outside of his home promotion
I just
doesn't mean he
watched him
should have
work
been able
last
to.
weekend.
Doesn't mean he should have been able to. So
Music doesn't really have something like that. In
yeah,
wrestling, if you would like to get into the business, you can go to, well, you can go to the New Era Academy. Congo
right.
Kong has academies.
Right.
There's the Performance Center in Florida.
Yeah.
If you want to learn to be a musician, okay, there's no
Yeah,
school
yeah.
for it.
I mean, you can go to classes, and like the School of Rock is actually a thing. Like there
Oh,
actually
really?
is a School of Rock. Yeah, where you can, yeah, and there's different things. There's rock and roll band camp.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Yeah.
that's the thing. You go for the summer and you learn from like freaking Paul Stanley and stuff. What I mean? So
That would
I
be
mean,
intimidating.
it would be, right. Yeah, it would be insane. So yeah, I mean, there is stuff, but it's probably not. I don't know, because if you go to a good wrestling school, it's not cheap,
Right.
you know. But most musicians, like they're like, oh, they just pick up a guitar and they either start learning how to play, or they have a buddy who plays, or something like
Maybe
that.
it's because let's see if I can get to this right. Music, when you're making music, is always or should an expression of you.
Yeah, yeah,
Whereas
yeah,
in wrestling, you have to learn so much before you can even get to the point where you've got your fundamentals together and you
Right.
can put the you into it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
maybe that's where the difference lies. It'd be like they don't say, all right, to be a musician, to be a wrestler, you got to go get trained.
Yeah. Yeah. To be a musician, you don't.
Right. We don't let no one gets in because
Right.
of, people could get hurt and all that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
In music, look at bands like the Sex Pistols.
You know, I was just thinking about Sid Vicious.
Right.
Could not play bass.
No,
Actually didn't know how.
no.
Yeah. So Glenn
But
Matlock, by the way, played. That's why the bass is so good. Glenn Matlock played on that record. It was not
nah,
Sid Vicious. Yeah.
I didn't like the Sex Pistols.
Oh, I love the Sex Pistols as well.
I always liked Punk's DIY kind of attitude.
Oh yeah, and the Sex Pistols. If you want to talk about corporate plants,
Really?
oh Malcolm McLaren, dude, that guy was a record producer with a management company, and he just plucked these guys out and was like, "You guys are going to be famous. You have the look that these kids are going to relate to. Like they were created by a manager.
Yep.
Yeah, they were
Well, you know
totally.
about
You know,
Duran Duran, right?
no, but I love Duran Duran.
Is it two brothers? Anyway,
Oh yeah, James and Andy Taylor. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
they picked all guys that looked good.
I mean, hey, what do you got? Well, just like David Coverdale,
Yep.
he's like, I'm
Yep.
getting rid of all these old blues guys and bringing in these like, pretty rock star guys because I'm tired of not being famous. You know,
There's
so
too. I don't know. That starts to become like a double-edged sword. I was
yeah,
getting ready to say there's too many musicians that did that. I'm
yeah,
just gonna do what they want so I can get all the stuff.
yeah.
Or
I mean,
be it the accolades, the whatever. I'm tired of being broke.
right,
To
right.
me, there's something icky about that.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, I would never write a song that I didn't believe in.
Right. But is it just knowing what you want? Like he knew, hey, if I continue this style, not go
Hmm.
anywhere.
Yeah, yeah,
I like that newer style. So, and maybe just the way he explained it was, I'm just tired of being broke instead of,
yeah.
getting all deep into it and saying, no, I felt that times were changing and I needed to get with the times. And
Right, right. I mean, well, here's the thing too about Whitesnake. They never, if you go listen to the Whitesnake blues stuff,
mhm,
it's blues in the sense of like Rolling Stones and stuff like that.
right,
It's not blues like Buddy Guy. Well, and I mean, even Buddy Guy wasn't blues like Buddy Guy. Like, Buddy Guy wasn't even like traditional blues. He was electric blues. Like
right,
he was kind of the first guy to make blues rock. Anyway, uh, so he didn't go that far into it. He just polished it. You
right.
know, like you could see the connection between the Rolling Stones and Whitesnake. It's
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
So he didn't like leap out of a 50-story building. He just kind of walked down a couple steps and was like, okay, now we
And
can.
you still got to have the talent.
Right, 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 right.
You can look like $1,000,000, but
Yeah,
if you ain't got
yeah.
the
And
talent,
John Sykes and Adrian Vanderberg and Steve Vai, those guys can all play their instrument. So yeah, I mean,
Steve Vai is too good,
yeah, yeah,
and that hurts him
yeah,
because let's see if I can articulate this right. He is so good. Who are you going to get to even try to keep up with him
yeah,
or even
yeah.
fit with him?
Billy
I've
Sheehan,
heard him slow his stuff down and
yeah,
do. Wasn't he in Black Country Communion?
maybe. No, isn't. Well, let me look real quick. I can look.
Yeah, because that's Jason Bonham. I like the singer, but I always forget his name. He's in everything. Uh,
Let's see. Who do we got here? Oh yeah, that definitely looks like Steve Vai. Um,
I
Glenn
thought he
Hughes.
what?
Glenn
Glenn Hughes.
Hughes.
Yes, Glenn Hughes.
Glenn Hughes is so good,
Yeah,
man.
and I
So no, it wasn't. It was Joe Bonamassa.
no, and that still applies
Yeah, Joe
a little bit.
Bonamassa is holy crap.
Oh yeah,
Wow, Joe Bonamassa looks a little bit like Steve Vai.
yeah.
But yeah.
he's slowed, especially now that you pointed out that's Joe Bonamassa. He's
Yeah.
another one of those guys. He,
Yeah.
I don't know, pulled his own playing in
Right.
to
Right.
fit with those guys and
Right.
still showed that kind of shred, which Joseph does on, once again, to bring
Yeah.
it back to Brain Dead by Sunday.
Yeah.
And you really, to me, you could really hear how good he is because he went from, of course, his stuff is all just like great guitar work and look at all this awesome stuff I can do, which is
Right.
mind blowing.
Yeah.
But he
Yeah.
also went, and I can do this.
Right. Well, the one thing about Joe Bonamassa that a lot of the guitar virtuosos don't have, he's very blues based.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
know. Yeah. So I mean, he definitely can play fast. And do all the tricks, but at the end of the day, Joe Bonamassa is based in the blues. So
Yeah. And
yeah.
you have to, there's a, is it a rhythm? I don't know what you call it, but there's a definite structure to blues. And
Yeah.
even the
Yeah.
better you get as a player, that structure is still kind of there.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely.
I love blues, man.
Me too, man. I love blues music. I love like the new stuff. I love the old stuff. I love all of it. It's just.
I can't wait to discover more blues bands and
Yeah.
more
Oh,
more
I've got
bands.
some really cool blues stuff that we could check out that people have no idea exists. I'm sure.
Yeah, I reached out to. I mean, do you know who Blacktop Mojo are? I know I've
Yeah.
brought them up.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, yeah.
I
I
did
was
reach out to their singer who's getting ready to put out. I think he's getting ready to put out an album.
okay.
Their band has got some of that
Oh yeah.
Texas blues kind of.
Yeah. Definitely.
I like that sound, and it's not rare. I'm just not finding the groups that are doing it in the best way I like.
Yeah, I
And
can send
more,
you
of
some stuff to check out, man.
course. You got
Um,
any songs that the people should check out before we get out of here?
so the song that just popped into my head.
All right.
It's an older song, not old, but like maybe 2023 ish or so.
Yeah.
Birmingham Steel by Them Dirty Roses.
Oh, I like them Dirty Roses.
You do? Okay, cool. Yeah, if you
That's
are into blues,
that's
southern rock,
somebody else too, right?
yeah.
The guys in them Dirty
Oh,
Roses.
Them Dirty Roses. I don't think anybody in that band's famous. I don't
Hmm.
think.
I wonder who I'm mixing them. They're a good band.
Yeah, Them Dirty Roses are amazing. So I was thinking about sending you Birmingham Steel, but if you already know who they are, yeah,
I'm gonna look it up anyway.
it's such a
I was
great
actually typing
song.
it into my.
Such a great song, man. So if you, yeah,
I'm trying to think if I discovered anything this week. Yes, yes, something so out of the blue for me.
okay,
Um, the country singer Chris Stapleton,
sure, love it.
yeah, does a cover of Metallica's "Nothing Else Matters."
Okay,
Dude,
okay,
dude,
yeah,
that's all I can say is, dude.
nice. Oh, you know what else too? If I can just throw out something else,
Of
um,
course.
on my podcast, the episode that's coming out shortly, I interviewed Jeremy Porter from Jeremy Porter and the Tucos, and
Okay.
they have a song. Let me look for it real quick, man.
I'm typing it in as we go too.
Yeah, they have a song called "Ain't My House Anymore."
Ooh, I have a feeling that title is going to be.
So good.
Spell his last name
Porter, Porter.
exactly like it sounds.
Yep.
Jeremy Porter, right there.
Yep. Yeah. Ain't My House Anymore. They have a new album coming out at the beginning of next year. That we might
The
want to talk about on here, but
Okay, there's two. There's he does his solo stuff, and there's
right.
Jeremy Porter and the
And the Tucos, yeah, yeah,
Tucos.
yep.
What's a Tucos?
I have no idea. His band, I guess.
What's the song? The House.
Ain't My House
Something.
Anymore. Yeah.
All
So the
right,
thing about that song is it was
there it is.
released as the B-side to their very first single that they ever did. And then it blew up. The B-side blew up, at
I
least
miss B
regionally.
sides, man.
Yeah. Yeah,
They
B-sides were
don't
dope.
do that anymore. It's
Right.
all single, single,
I
single. In
never would
fact,
have heard Oasis do "I Am the Walrus" if it wasn't for B-sides.
right.
Yeah,
The guy from the Low Keys, I was talking to him
yeah,
about, as soon as they get that album done, let's do it. And he
yeah,
was
yeah.
saying he doesn't think he's going to
They're just
release.
gonna put out singles. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I think what we could probably do there is once he's got 4 or 5 that
Right,
he's okay with, we could present it as like an EP. But to the
dude.
point, B-sides used to be the way you would know if you were going to buy the rest of the album, right? I'd buy
Yeah, sure.
the cassette single. Remember
Yeah,
those with
yeah,
the
yeah. Of
little
course. Yeah,
slip plastic or not plastic, cardboard,
yeah, yeah. Just slide it. Yeah, slide it in. Speaking of Whitesnake,
right?
but yeah, man. So, and another thing that was cool about B-sides is you'd get songs like "Wasted Rock Ranger" by Whitesnake
Mm.
that shows a completely different side of the band. Like you
My
would
White
never.
Snake jam
Yeah,
still
White.
to
Yeah,
this day is in the still of the night.
in the Still of Night's White Snake. Oh, I meant to say Great White. Did I say White Snake?
Yes.
Oh, my fault. Wasted Rock Ranger by Great White, and you'd hear a completely different side of the band. Um, eh,
Interesting.
for a long time, the only way to get Wasted Rock Ranger was on that cassette single. They ended up putting out a compilation that they put it on,
Right.
but it's an acoustic song about doing a bunch of drugs while you're on the road.
I
And
mean, of course it
White
is.
Snake does not have a sense, or not White Snake. Dang it, Great White doesn't have a sense of humor in
Yeah, they
the
do.
not in the songs that they put out on albums.
Yeah, they do.
Dude,
Come
I
on,
never heard
listen to
it.
Once Bitten, Twice Shy, and
Okay,
then tell me they aren't sitting around laughing their asses off.
I mean, well, they didn't write that song,
They didn't?
but no, that's an Ian Hunter song. That's an old song.
Ian Hunter. That name sounds familiar.
He was a big figure in like the '70s glam rock scene.
Ian Hunter.
Yeah,
Ian
I
Hunter.
wish I was your mother. Once bitten, twice shy. I mean, he had some.
Any Ian in music to me is
Uh huh.
instantly going to go to Ian Astbury
Oh
from
sure.
The
Hey.
Cult.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah. Anyway, Wasted Rock Ranger. Like you never. At the very least, Whitesnake did not have acoustic songs where they were playing on like a bucket about doing drugs.
I
You
want to hear
know?
more
Why do I keep saying
things
Whitesnake? Great White. Ah.
because we were talking about Whitesnake and
Yeah.
David
Now it's just
Coverdale.
stuck in my brain.
I
But
want
yeah,
to hear more bands. Let's see if I can articulate this correctly too. For when Alice in Chains did MTV Unplugged,
sure.
it wasn't just here's our song played on acoustic. It was a rearranging
Yeah.
of the music. I want to hear basically every band did that. Seven
Yeah.
Dust does it. They've done it twice now. They got acoustic double wide, which is phenomenal.
Yeah.
And like Time Travelers, Bonfires and Time Travelers.
Right.
I guess I like acoustic music more than I
Sure.
think, but not as much just like your singer-songwriter standing there with the guitar.
Right.
I like it when these bands did a complete reimagining of their stuff acoustically.
Well, speaking of MTV Unplugged, I don't know if you ever saw the LL Cool J
Of
MTV Unplugged.
course,
What in the hell, dude? Like that was so just mind
he's
blowing. Mind blowing.
he's uh, he's I have no idea what LL Cool J is. I just
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because he's obviously a talented musician
Yep.
and it knows what he's doing. And then now I see him and it's like, are you a clown? Are you a
Fair.
cardboard cutout of what
Fair.
you're
Yeah.
supposed to be?
Yeah.
But he's still LL Cool J.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
no matter
But
what he does, and that's the neat thing about music and us and the way we appreciate it.
yeah.
We'll stick with LL Cool J. I don't care what he does now, as long as it's not like rape children or anything crazy.
Sure. Yeah.
He can do no wrong.
Yeah.
If he turns into a complete cardboard cutout of himself, okay, you've earned that.
Right. 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 I do know that even when he was young, he wouldn't battle rap with Kumo D.
I love battle rap, dude.
Yeah, he would not battle rap with Kumo D.
Well, no.
Because Kumo D would have ate his lunch.
Do you listen to any do you check out any modern battle rap? Like
Sometimes, yeah, yeah,
King of the
yeah,
Dot?
yeah. Um,
Me and my human are a big fan of Wild and Out.
okay, sure.
And I've
Yeah.
watched a lot of those guys, like Sharon,
Okay.
who's just this nerdy white kid from Canada,
Yeah.
and that's what he raps about and battle raps about, and it's so
Right.
good.
That's funny.
And then like Charlie Clips and Conceited. I really, I really like everything about the battle rap. Even when
Yeah.
they hate each other, they're still respecting on each other's bars and what they say.
Right. Right.
To me, and this might be more MMA or than wrestling.
Right.
I'm okay with your trash talking. I'm okay with all of that, as long as you ain't throwing hands and getting like that.
Right.
And when it's over, it's
Shake
always
hands and
respect.
yeah. Yeah.
But
Dude,
I have friends that if you saw our text chain, canceled.
yeah.
The whole group of us canceled, thrown in prison, keep these guys out of public.
Right.
But
Right.
we all get it. It's
Yeah.
like I'll say whatever I want to my best friends, and they're gonna be like, "You got me," and we'll
Right.
go on
Sure.
about the
Dude, we don't talk anywhere near as much as we should, but Q and I have some very politically incorrect conversations. but
he
we're
could probably
we're
recommend
old
us
dudes,
some
man. Yeah, we're
rap,
old dudes.
some
Oh
hip
yeah,
hop that we
probably.
don't
Yeah.
know anything about.
Yeah. Yeah. Give him a holler. Um, dude, but if you like battle rap, there is a documentary called Freestyle: The Art of Rhyme. You
Mhm.
should check it out. It's very, very good.
I
It's
watch
very good.
all music documentaries, which
Yeah,
will
check
lead
it
us
out.
into a nice little closing, maybe segment.
Let's do it. Okay.
Do you have a favorite or a best for you concert video? Not like a bootleg or something that you watched. I mean more
Right.
like maybe I'll give my example and then
Okay.
that'll help you out.
Okay.
The Talking Heads on
Mm.
HBO Max, their concert for what's it called? It's the best live concert thing I have ever seen.
Okay.
Period. Period. Like
Eh,
everything David Byrne,
yeah.
everything he does from the instant the curtains open is
Yeah.
artistic.
Right on.
Everything. And I love that kind of thing. There are some really, really good concert videos out there. And that's where I was going. Do you have one that stands out
Yeah.
to you
Okay. So I gotta find out when it actually was. But
right here, right now? Van Halen put out
oh sure.
a double live and concert album and
You know
video.
that's I don't want to blow your but that is super fake.
What do you mean?
Sammy Hagar's talked about it a lot. When they finished the concert, when they listened to it, Eddie hated it. So he made everyone go back in and re-record stuff. He
That's
made
why it sounds so good.
Yeah, Sammy had to redo all the vocals. He didn't let Sammy keep any of the live vocals at all, except like in between song chatter.
Hmm.
And Sammy to this day like talks shit. I have that album, but yeah, the reason it
I like
sounds so
Sammy
good.
better than David Lee Roth.
Same.
Sorry.
Yeah, yeah. Me and you are in the minority,
Yeah.
but there's a Beastie Boys concert.
What?
Yeah,
What?
that yeah. There's a Beastie Boys concert. Um,
Stop Making Sense is the
yeah.
name of
Okay.
the.
Yeah, I know. Stop making sense. Yeah, I watched that a million times when I was a kid.
I watched it a couple of years back, just like, oh, I like the Talking Heads. I'm gonna,
Sure.
and then just it's so good, people. If you like performances, not just playing, and
Right.
it's just so good. I will check
What?
out this Beastie Boys if you can.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to find it.
Beastie
Th-
Boys
Here it is. Yep, I'm pretty
documentary.
sure this is it.
No, it'd be
No,
live concert.
yeah, yeah, the Laura Lee. I believe it's this one. They put it out 4 years ago. That would make perfect sense. Yeah, the Beastie Boys, 1998, the Lorelei Festival in Germany.
Okay, I just came across live in Glasgow,
Yeah, that
Germany.
no,
Germany 19.
it's definitely this one.
It might be a little late tonight.
No, crap. Dang it, dude. It's gonna be impossible for me to find this thing.
Is it official or was it just one you had seen
No,
somewhere?
it was official. It was official, and they released it. I can't remember why they released it. Like they released it for like the anniversary of MCA's death or something like that, and they put it out on YouTube, and I watched it on YouTube, and
Was it were they
and it was so good.
on stage talking and music?
No, okay, I love that. That made me cry. That thing made
Yeah,
me cry.
that
Yeah.
was
The Beastie Boys story or whatever it's called. Oh my god.
is it
That's the
called
reason I got Apple TV.
it's called Awesome. I fucking shot that.
That
No,
might
that's the
be
one they did. This is really, really interesting. Do you know
yeah.
about this?
I do know about that. Yeah.
Where they let the fans do all the
Yeah. 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 I mean, I'm
I'll look
sure
it up
that's
because I love
amazing, but
music.
that's not the one that I was talking about though. I dude, I gotta find this freaking
I even have
ah,
a Beastie Boys life story. Wow. Okay, so well, I already told the wiffle ball bat singing that as a kid.
yeah.
Many, many, many years ago. I don't know how long ago.
Yeah.
I think this is the first time I met this girl that I was trying to date or whatever. Anyway, I went to one of those laser light shows
Okay.
and at the IMAX, the Children's Museum, and it
Okay.
was the Beastie Boys, and it was so cool.
Nice.
And it was one of those examples, especially for me, where music has again burned itself
Right.
into my
Right.
memory. I don't know what year it was, but I could tell you about the. Uh, I
Yeah.
love good concert videos.
Yeah, me too.
So I'll have to look
I'm
up.
gonna figure out what I mean, dude, here's the thing. The Beastie Boys official website has a playlist of 323 concerts on it.
Do you know Government Mule?
Of course, yeah.
They do that. They're
I
just
think
like
we've I think we've
record it.
talked about Government Mule before.
We probably have,
Yeah.
but they're like that. Record it,
Yeah.
put it out. We'll put it up on our website. We don't care.
Right, right. Yeah, whatever, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, Blind Man in the Dark, such a good song. I think I quoted that song as a Facebook status, and you finished the line, and I was like,
Right on.
"Oh, dude, you know Government Mule?"
Yeah, I've been a
Like, hell
fan for a
yeah,
while.
yeah,
Seen
they're
them
really
live
good.
too.
Nice,
They're
nice.
good. Well, he's
Yeah, I'm
from
sure.
the Allman Brothers.
Allman Brothers, right, right. Warren Hayes, yeah,
That
talented
kind
dude.
of once again ties back into what we were talking about with Brain Dead by Sunday being from
Yeah,
Pittsburgh. Because the
sure.
Allmans are from down around that like Alabama, Florida, and a
Yeah,
lot of bands came up out of there that we consider all-time classics, like
right.
Skinner, CCR,
Yep.
Allman Brothers. Um, that list goes
Is
on.
Molly Hatchet from down there?
I don't know. Probably they sure
Yeah,
sound like it.
makes yeah they definitely sound like it, man.
Molly
Well,
Hatchet. That makes
I
me
love
think of
Flirting with Disaster.
Jim Dandy to the rescue. Black Oak,
Oh,
Arkansas.
yeah, man. Yep,
That's my
Molly
dad's
Hatchet is
theme
from
song.
Jacksonville.
I don't know
Oh yeah.
why. Yeah. I don't know why. Well, my dad's goes by James. So
Okay.
obviously Jim and Dandy, but he
Dandy,
would
right,
play
right,
that
right.
album growing up. And I love that song still to this day. And
Nice.
I think they're from that area too.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
wonder what
Black
it
Oak,
is.
Arkansas.
What why? What's happening that all of these bands are tapping into? They're
Yeah,
not ripping each other off.
yeah,
They're tapping into something.
yeah. Well, Black Oak, Arkansas is from Black Oak, Arkansas. So,
Fair enough.
so yeah, they're not from.
I feel like you're like, all right, guys, we're, I don't know, drinking, smoking,
Yeah,
have a good
what are we
time.
gonna
What are
call
we going to name
ourselves?
this band? I would never, I'm not going to say my home. Yeah, I will. I'll say
Yeah,
my original hometown, not where
yeah,
I live now. I would have never named my band Seymour, Indiana.
yeah, yeah. That's
Of course,
hilarious.
that's a dumb name. If I lived at
Right.
like
Black Oak,
Angry
Arkansas.
Snake, Indiana, you never know.
Right.
Angry.
Right. Yeah, I'm not gonna name my band Syracuse, New York.
Right.
Like what? But
If anybody listening has maybe looked into this further or can help me figure out what is going on when these bands are tapping into something that's very regional,
yeah,
like
I mean, there's
Seattle.
definitely or Austin. there's definitely a regional sound,
right?
you know?
I wonder, we probably couldn't do it right now because there's too many states, but I wonder how many states you could say that. We've already mentioned Florida,
Right.
right? Alabama is gonna,
Yeah.
well, Alabama's gonna have the blues. Mississippi's gonna have the
Sure,
blues, and I
sure.
know where all that came from.
Right.
Um, let's see, we talked.
Chicago has always had like a strong either garage rock or power pop, and then they also have blues
Mhm,
going on there. So
yeah, well, they have the
yeah,
Metro,
yeah,
or they might have renamed it, but there's this
yeah. And I know,
awesome little club.
yeah,
I love little clubs. Have you ever been to Bogarts?
Bogarts.
In,
I haven't.
I think it's in Kentucky, maybe
Yeah,
Louisville.
yeah. I haven't. They've had some pretty cool bands go through there that I've wanted to go see, but I never made it.
Saw Down, Life of Agony. I don't know if you know who they are.
I love Life of Agony. Yeah.
Absolutely.
That first album, man. So, dude, speaking
River
of
Runs
that,
Red.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yep. Speaking of that, and you know, before he got his before he transitioned, their
He's
singer Keith,
de-transitioned now.
did he detransition? He's back to Keith Caputa now?
Hmm.
Okay, well, he has the same name as me.
He's more into, from what I understand, and I've actually spoke to them. I just mentioned once that obviously I was a weird, depressive kid,
Yeah.
and I really latched on to their second album, Ugly.
Okay.
And
Sure.
they were saying, he, whatever, was saying something, and I thought it felt a little negative. So I was just like, hey, I just want to take a minute to say thank you. When I went through this crappy time, you get it, we all do it.
Yeah.
And they were like, and he was just like, awesome. I'm really and it was just like this thing in music we keep talking about.
Right. Right.
They were just that, that's what they wanted. That's what these artists want, is for you to get something inspirational or inspiring or good from these albums.
Yeah. Do you know what's funny about Ugly? Like when I was in college, I was walking through a parking lot. I think it was at like a Walmart, and
Hmm.
there was this band, or there was these people with their van, like back door, whatever you call it, the hatch on their
Hmm.
van popped open. It was like a minivan, and
Hmm.
they were playing this music, and I was just like, that is so good. Who the hell is that? And they were like, oh, it's Life of Agony. They have a new album called Ugly out, and I was like, I love this. I was like, I love Life of Agony because
Yep.
yeah, I already so that old metal show that I was
Hmm.
talking about for a long time, what I would do is I would always try to call in right as they were going on the air so I could get the very first song of the night played.
Oh, nice.
For a long time, I would have them play through and through.
Ooh.
So they
Do
played
you
through and through.
remember
Yeah,
uh growing up in Seymour, whatever the radio station is, I'll never remember it. It doesn't exist anymore, probably.
sure.
They used to have this, I don't know why I'm laughing because it's cheesy, maybe, who knows. But they used to have this thing where you could call in and
Uh-huh.
request a song for like a girl
Oh
or
God.
a
Yes.
boyfriend.
So the pop station back home used to do that, and they called it the Love Line.
Yeah, that's
And they were
exactly
like,
what.
call the Love Line, and you would call in, and you would freaking, yeah,
So cute. Honestly, now that I
yeah,
look back at it, that is just so wholesome and just gives me this happy feeling.
yeah. Did you? So was it called the Love Line?
I think
Because
so.
here's the thing, like there was this show called Open House Party that they used to play on pop on top 40 stations at
Mhm.
night on the weekends. And they were the ones who had the Love Line. So I'm wondering if maybe that station played Open House Party. Because
What
Open
kind of
House,
music?
oh, dude, it was terrible music mostly.
See, this would have been early 90s. I was
Yeah,
still in
yeah,
high school, still in Seymour. So we're
yeah,
talking 89, 90, 91, 92.
sure. Yeah, I mean, that's perfect time for it.
It was always that darn song we talked about last time from the Robin Hood soundtrack.
Oh, that sounds like Open House Party.
You
But
ever, I wonder what it is about these songs that make people want to this is our song. You know what I mean? I did that
Yeah,
so
yeah,
much
it's
growing up. I
yeah,
don't do it now. Well, obviously, because however you want to word that, it's music's not as everywhere as it used to be. But
right.
everybody did that, and it's once again, it's just cute.
Yeah, I mean, for me, if there was, like I said, with my very first girlfriend, every time we would talk on the phone, um, "Forever" by Kiss would play.
Oh
So it's
yeah.
like this has to be our song. And then the other times that I had a song with someone, like there was this girl who I dated for a while who was a terrible human being, but it seemed like whenever we were doing anything significant, the love song by 311, the 311
Oh,
version would play.
yep.
And then my ex-wife, the first time we were ever intimate,
Okay.
Aeroplane by Red Hot Chili Peppers
Uh,
was the song that was playing when it all started.
dude,
So so yeah,
you know
those
how
are the
earlier, go ahead with your
songs that I had
story.
with people. Yeah.
What I was going to say, you know how earlier I was talking about listening to that weird podcast?
Yeah.
The Red Hot Chili Peppers
Yeah.
have all kinds of very weird stuff attached to
Oh
them.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the guy was claiming, and we have to say claiming, that it
Right.
was the Red Hot Chili Peppers that shot up River Phoenix, gave him that speedball that killed him.
Wow. I mean,
It,
that's possible. They hung out with him.
they were saying it was John Frusciante.
Wow.
And Anthony Kiedis' dad
Yeah. Was
is
crazy.
something weird,
Yeah.
like
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
deep CIA weird. I don't know. I think
Interesting.
it's just music, man. Something magic, attractant, um, of all kinds of people. You get the
Yeah.
happy people, you get the good Christians that write good Christian music, you get weird, crappy, shitty. I'm sorry, that's wrong. You get musicians that are maybe in a dark place and doing dark things at the time,
Right.
gravitating toward it, and then that gets expressed. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
just one of
Music
those
is,
things.
yeah. It's, yeah, the Red Hot. And like in recent years, it's so funny because Anthony Kiedis put out his book.
Mhm.
And I don't think anyone has ever been so honest in their book ever. And it was a giant mistake
Yeah.
because now people are like, Anthony Kiedis is a piece of shit. He's a drug addict. He's a pedophile. He's, a horrible person. Like,
I didn't hear about any of the pedo stuff. I hope that's not true.
dude, so in the book,
I read,
he-
was it called Under the Bridge? No, it was
no, this
called,
was a newer one. Yeah.
oh no, I read a book many years ago that,
Right. No, no, he just put a book out a couple years ago that was
oh, okay.
that it's a biography, autobiography. No, dude, he talks about how when he was like in his 20s, he fell in love with this 15-year-old girl and like they were banging and yeah.
I know, man, I don't know. I know that, no, no, I can't.
Yeah.
I was trying to
Yeah.
devil's advocate. I don't care. Once
Yeah.
you've reached 18, well, it becomes illegal. So
Yeah.
there's that. But man, 18, once you get into all of that,
Yeah.
why? No,
Yeah.
that's
And
girls are vulnerable little things at that age. No
right.
offense, ladies, but
Right.
I feel like an older man, especially somebody like Anthony Kiedis, who's going to be more experienced in ways that you and I aren't,
Right.
would
Right.
know how to manipulate a young lady.
Well, and that was the whole thing too. Like he moved to LA to live with his dad, and his dad had like this freewheeling lifestyle, and he kind of took advantage of his dad's lifestyle to draw in women. And apparently a lot of the women were younger. And he just
Mm,
straight wrote about, well, I mean girls, I guess. And he just
right.
straight wrote about it in his book. Like he didn't even try to hide it. It was a very weird
At least he's uh telling people, he's
yeah.
saying don't do this. Maybe he's
Yeah.
saying it more like, I regret this and you guys should never do this, but I need to admit the horrible things I've done, maybe.
Yeah, yeah.
Eh. Or now I just think, shut up, Peto. I don't want to hear anything you say. But that's
Right.
just a
It's
gut reaction from protect the children. Everybody's
sure,
different, and
sure.
circumstances can be. What's the
And dude,
chances that she was a very mature
and
15
here's
year old
and
and came
God,
on like,
and this is gonna sound so like insane, right?
mhm,
I grew up in the 80s.
right?
Society was different back then.
Rock stars were just taking young girls on the road.
Right.
Aerosmith did it.
Like,
And
dude, and this was in the 70s, but Jimmy Page
yep.
liked teenage girls.
Hmm.
And he had a girlfriend for a long time who is still in love with him to this day, by the way, and does documentaries talking about how amazing he is.
I
Um,
wonder if it's there's something, I don't know, maybe it's a glow, maybe it's because I'm trying to play devil's advocate. Maybe it's
yeah,
because around that age the young ladies are blossoming,
yeah.
and it's a no, no. I was
No,
gonna say
yeah,
maybe
dude,
they
no. I
like
mean,
the
there's no
innocence of it. No.
justification of it, but I will say it was looked at very differently.
Mhm.
Honestly, so if you were 20 in 1983 and you had a 15-year-old girlfriend, not all, but a lot of people would be envious of you because they would feel like you got her early before people ruined her or whatever.
Right,
You know what I mean? I mean, that was a legitimate mindset back then. And people don't understand it because they're like, "Oh, the 80s wasn't that long ago." But
right.
but dude, unfortunately, it was a different
Era.
yeah,
People were different. I don't.
yeah.
I would
People
like
were
to
different.
hear from one of those people or
Yeah.
anybody that's read about this that maybe could explain better why. Is it
Yeah.
youth? Is it the beauty of youth?
Yeah, it's well, I mean, I okay, so biologically, when women become fertile,
Hmm.
men instinctually start wanting them.
Yeah, there's
I mean,
the
and that is
pheromones and everything at
yeah,
play.
yeah, and
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
a
yeah.
scientific fact. But we're supposed to be intelligent creatures who can override that part of our
Right.
biology. You know what I mean?
That's
So there's
actually
that.
really interesting. Uh, that's really interesting. I never thought of it that way. I always tried to think, what is it about that age group? You
Yeah,
see it more, let's say, acceptable, like people our age that like 21-year-olds, 22-year-olds.
sure.
To me, sure, these ladies, women's, they're all gorgeous. They're all women. They can all do what they want.
Right.
To me, there's still something that separates, and I don't mean brains or experience or anything, that separates me, adult man,
Yeah.
and a young lady in her 20s. I don't know if
Right.
it's because I went through my 20s, so I can go, boy, was I a mess back then.
Sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
The pheromone thing is really interesting.
But
Now I'm gonna have to look that
definitely.
up. Thanks. I'm gonna be in
Yeah.
a rabbit
Oh,
hole
no
for the
problem. I
rest of
mean, dude, that's so not to I mean, I don't know how long we want to stay on this topic. But thanks Anthony Kiedis. But
right.
but yeah, I mean, so Howard Stern
Hmm.
used to
Yeah.
make fun of Mambla all the time on his show.
Yeah.
And then making fun of Mambla would also lead to other talks and whatnot. And I
Hmm.
just remember I feel like it was on the Howard Stern show where they talked about it, where they talked about the pheromones and the biology of it and ovulating. Like once a woman starts to ovulate, men instinctually become attracted to her. And unfortunately for men, that kind of stuff happens later than it
Yeah.
does for women.
And if
So
you're not, um,
yeah,
if you weren't taught, I don't know. I think women are special. I think
Yeah,
they're the
oh,
superior
absolutely,
sex.
dude.
They're walking art.
Yeah,
But if you didn't have that viewpoint, or you weren't taught that women are special or anything, or I wonder if back then, and somebody would have to help me here because you're going to get into women's when they started demanding their own rights and everything, which is awesome.
yeah,
I
yeah.
wonder if it wasn't more like, who cares? It's just an object. It's just a girl. Who cares?
Yeah. I don't know, man. I hope not. You
I
know.
wouldn't think so.
Yeah,
I think that's maybe just excuses people have made when they look
yeah.
back on their own. Because I would know if I walked out here today, I don't care how beautiful a 15-year-old is. Don't care. I don't care if she
That's a
looked like
weird.
what I dreamed about every night or anything like
Yeah,
that. She's 15.
yeah. That's a weird
That's
thing to. Yeah, yeah. It's a weird thing to even put into your brain. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Well,
yeah,
brains are weird.
brains are weird. That's for sure. But man, back to music for a second anyway, and then we'll wrap this up. I think we went 3 hours again.
I
So
would like to know, since
Ryan's
you're
gonna be
gonna
happy.
um Lexi's probably gonna listen to this.
Yeah.
If she gets this far in, I
Woo.
would absolutely love the female perspective on this topic of the 20 and the 15.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
maybe I've talked to girls who had mentioned and stuff and said that at like 13, 14, they knew they wanted to get busy. They
Right.
liked
Sure.
older men, so they were
Bro.
going out to get them an older man.
When I was 16, my first ever girlfriend
Hmm.
was 13, and she had been with two other people before me.
Hmm.
I was I had not. So, you know, and I mean we stayed together for almost 3 years.
I can
Um,
tie this all back into music.
do
So
it.
go.
Let's do it, man.
All right.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody can see if I blush or not, so screw it. There was music playing when I lost my virginity.
Okay, right on.
Guns N' Roses.
Nice. Nice.
I don't, it's funny to me
Yeah,
that there's music again
bro.
tying right into what we're talking about of the makes you want to have sex, maybe.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So I can go back all of my partners,
Mm-hmm.
and if there was music playing the first time I was with them, I can tell you what it was. Sometimes there wasn't. But
Ooh,
if there was music playing, I can tell you what it was. So,
boy.
yeah,
I feel like maybe the first time or something, I was always so, or at least I feel I was always so awkward or whatever,
right.
that I wouldn't have had music on because it made me even
Yeah.
more awkward, especially
Hmm.
at first.
Yeah,
But
sure.
later on, oh yeah, I love to put in music and
Yeah.
get busy. In
Yeah.
fact, I've dated enough girls, they would like, uh-huh, you're putting that CD on, huh?
Oh
You're
man.
clicking that playlist, huh?
Dude, that's funny. A lot of times if there was music, it was just coincidental because I listen to music all the time.
Yeah, that's
But there
that's
were
how I am
times when
always.
I put on very specific stuff. I
Yeah, we
was with
talked about
this
that.
very beautiful girl and I put on G Love's first album and She by Harry Connick Jr. because both of those albums are very, very funky and and long. So I made sure that
Phrasing.
yeah, yeah,
Did
man.
you ever? Oh God, I wish I could remember this young lady's name. I believe it was Mindy, because I would love to give her the shout outs she deserves.
Yeah.
Anyway, in the 90s back then, I had this crush on this girl who I was friends with.
Yeah.
And I'd always try to play her songs that would hint because I didn't have the nerve. Uh,
That's too funny.
yeah. You're
Hey,
yawning. I feel
yeah.
like it's probably about time for both of
Yeah,
us.
my bad, dude. It has nothing to do with the conversation.
No,
I'm
I
just
worked today too.
yeah.
So, and I think everybody gets it that, all right. So, I guess for me in closing, I want to once again thank um, Lexi and Joseph, who happened to be a father-daughter team
Yeah,
in Brain Dead by Sunday. I liked
absolutely.
what you guys presented. I loved the influences and the callbacks to other musicians. I liked the spooky kind of not cheesy Halloween vibe it had. And I would definitely love her opinion on that topic if she gets this far in. If not, hey guys, I understand. Of course, everybody go check these guys out. You're going to like them.
Yeah.
Over to you.
Right on. Well, I mean, I just want to echo Brain Dead by Sunday. Thank you so much for the promo CDs to give out. Hopefully some
Oh,
people will take
absolutely.
advantage of that. And the music is very good. I mean, if you are even a little bit interested in the stuff we talked about, the way that we described it, you should definitely check this album out.
Yeah.
Strong female vocals, great guitars. Um, so yeah, definitely go check it out. I want to thank Tyler Martin and Emmy Studios for throwing this out there for
Yes.
us.
Yes, Tyler's the man.
Yeah, Tyler is the man.
And then mention the lady we're going to check out next week.
Yes, Jen Christie.
I need to add her so I can. She has several albums, right? So you're going to have to tell me
She
which
does have
one.
several albums. Yeah,
All
yeah,
right, go
she's
ahead
got
and put her over so I can type it down too,
okay.
because I'm going to start listening. I don't
You
know,
got
probably tomorrow. Who knows?
right on. Jen Christie. I'm trying to find the album again. It has something to do with
Is it
places.
spelled like it sounds, Christy?
J
J
E
E N
N
N Christy.
yeah, JENNCRISTY.
I love her hair.
It's yeah, she's awesome. So yeah, Jen Christie from Bloomington, Indiana. We'll be checking out her latest album, which officially just dropped on
Yesterday,
yesterday. Yeah, the 10th.
I'm on her Spotify right now as we
Nice.
speak.
And you can stream it everywhere. You can pick it up on Bandcamp. What's the album called if you're on the Spotify? Because
Right
I'm
as I close my phone,
uh,
it is called "Right
right
Where I
where
Should Be."
right where I should be. Okay, yeah, right where I should be. By Jen Christie. We're gonna check it out.
I feel like this is going to be far out of my comfort. I don't know. There's a
Yeah,
picture of her just getting down on stage.
yeah, dude. Yeah, she's a powerhouse, man.
She's getting it. Like, I think I'm going to like the energy
Yeah,
right off the bat.
yeah, definitely.
I'm looking
Um,
forward to that.
and a couple of things that I want to throw out there, other than message me if you're interested in getting these CDs. Um, Throw us some comments, man. Let us know what we're doing right. Let us know what we're doing wrong. We really appreciate the feedback. So far, I mean, we've had one two a couple of super positive responses. Some of them have been from the artists, which is awesome,
Right.
and one response that was kind of lukewarm. So, should we shorten the podcast up and just focus on the album that we're talking about with a couple little sidebars, or do you guys like us like at the end going on about music for 2 or 3 hours after we
Yeah.
get done with the album? That's something that I'm really curious to find out what you guys want to know, because I think personally, Icon and I are both cool storytellers. We relate to each other because we've known each other for a long time, and I think that we carry on some pretty cool conversations, but
We
it's
always
not
have.
all about us. So
That's the hard part is
yeah,
telling a story in a way that somebody else could relate to
sure.
instead of just I did this thing. Like, well,
Right.
yeah,
It
but
was one time at band camp.
at band
Um,
camp.
but yeah, anyway, so
That's
yeah,
the
let us
perfect closing.
absolutely, man.
My taste in music sucks so bad that this one time in band camp,
Oh man. All right, everybody. Comment, like, subscribe, let us know. We appreciate y'all. All right, let
it's
me
going to be a lot for Tyler to cut here as you try to figure out how to stop the recording.